And to all that have tuned in, we say hello and welcome. Unfortunately, some technical difficulties put us back just about a minute. Nonetheless, we're here at the World Center of Racing on iRacing. My voice sounds a little bit different. Yes, under the weather, just a little. It's going to sound nasally, unfortunately, for this event, for this stream. But the new iRacing update has come about. And with that, new opportunities for us to go ahead and take the green flag. The Gen-4 stock car is here. Now, we haven't been doing a lot of NR Night in America, at least as of recent, with me being on the road, doing area, and doing a million other things. With that being said, we're glad to be back. We're glad to be racing, and we're glad to be doing it all in front of you. Hi, I'm John Ramos. I want to say hello and welcome to all the viewers hanging out with us back at home. In the middle of this stream, just about a couple now minutes in, we have a big issue because the camera that shows my face has completely busted. And I mean, completely just come apart. We're trying to figure out what exactly went wrong. Not sure if it red ringed or in what case and why scenario. But yeah, that Sony mirrorless that we've had now for a couple years has gone amiss, unfortunately. So I'm going to be trying to fix that in the middle of this broadcast as we are hanging out. But nonetheless, we have racing to go ahead and watch. Kevin Champagne is here, so are many others. 200 likes, we'll see if we get round number 4. Right now, 3 races back to back to back, all super speedway. We'll explain why in just a matter of moments. So first one, right off the gun, to go ahead and note, this car is, at least as of this moment, struggling on non-super speedways when it comes down to the entertainment value. We believe there is a way for us to fix that in some way, case, and form. So what we're doing is we're kind of just looking at everything. We're going over all the details, maybe seeing if there's going to be a new iRacing update. We believe the car can perform better on the intermediates. We can believe that the car can perform better on multiple different tracks in future updates. But right now, the super speedways are the place to be when it comes down to the car itself. Next thing to note, it's not exactly as fast as that Gen-4 in 2003. The speeds are just a little different. So we'll find a driver. Here's Kevin Champagne. And can we get the speedometer? No, that's race analysis. We're going to try to go ahead and get a speedometer here at the bottom. There you go. You see 184 miles per hour on his own. The ARCA Gen-4 stock car, should I say the ARCA Gen-6 stock car, can go quicker than that in multiple different areas. So we're kind of looking at it and shaking our, I wouldn't say shaking our head, but scratching our head, wondering if that's going to be how this Gen-4 stock car is. Now, in the draft, obviously, they will go a little bit quicker, as you can go ahead and expect. But at least as of right now, the speed is not where it was in 2003. So we'll continue to wait. We'll continue to monitor and see what changes within the next couple of weeks. So because of that, we do have 3 super speedways lined up. We do know there's a ton of different tracks that have a brand new look to them after everything that has gone on. And now we all kind of wait and see what is next for us. Michael Mitchum onto the racetrack as well as he continues to hang out. We'll continue to speak with drivers as things get ready to go. 2 duels to go ahead and start us off. We'll thin the herd down from 62 to 43 drivers, and then we'll be ready to go green flag racing. I'm going to go ahead and bring in Daniel Mosteller for just a moment. Mos, you're going to have the floor to speak to these viewers because the camera that I have has completely busted up. But the good news for you, you get to explain how this Gen-4 stock car works. You had a lot of testing. Explain how it is, at least on the super speedway to maybe the intermediate.
Well, I can't speak on the intermediates, but the super speedway, it's an interesting car to say the least. You'll see a little bit of tandem drafting. If you have 2 or 3 people that are in a line up at the front and 4th and 5th are side by side, you will see those 3 cars in the front pull away. Speaking of that, the side draft is pretty heavy, a lot more than I expected. So it throws a wrench into, I think, what the old Gen-4 was, which didn't have a lot of these traits. And now you got this. It's a whole different package that, you know, everyone's trying to learn. Everyone's trying to learn how to push the boundaries, what's too much, what's too little. I think we're going to be in for a very fun and chaotic night.
It's a fun, chaotic indeed. But the speeds are a little bit interesting. What is it compared to, if you know maybe what to go ahead and put your finger on with it?
Oh, I don't know. I think it's... I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think it's similar to the Xfinity car speed. It'll be faster in the pack, obviously. Well, if you remember what the old Gen-4 speeds were in the pack, I think it'll be pretty close to that. You're gonna see us breaking 200, I think. The car sounds amazing, though. I think when everyone's in a pack together, I think it's gonna sound very good. With the, I think it's the X-Pipes. Or the Hendrick X-Pipes. I heard something about that. I think that's what they use to scan this car. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be interesting to tackle for sure.
And ladies and gentlemen, I think I just fixed the camera. Oh my goodness, how did I just do that? I think I just beat the DVP. All right, I can read the live chat. Having a lot of fun here. Wow, Daniel Mosteller, thank you so much for buying us a little bit of time talking about this car. Are you ready for tonight?
Yeah, I am. I'm excited to see just how much chaos is gonna be. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Man, I'm telling you what, I felt like I just lost $600 right before this stream started. For the ones that don't know, the camera went completely blank minutes before I hit the live, and I didn't get to let anybody know that we're live right now. But wow, somehow, some way, by just pure miracle, here we are. We get ready to go ahead and try it again with little to no issues. You know, it's never an enter night without something possibly being a miss. Are you in Duel 1 by chance, or did you go qualify number 1?
I am.
Sorry, say that again. They went ahead and the cars went ahead and interrupted you. Say once more.
I am starting second in Duel 2.
Starting second in Duel number 2. Well, most will let you go as we get ready to roll. Good luck. For the viewers hanging out with us back at home, hello and welcome. Frank D'Angelo selecting the pit start will not be taking the green flag amongst the drivers ahead. Top 21 advance into the main event. Keep that all in mind as they get ready to thunder off into the evening here at Daytona International Speedway, the Legacy Daytona, as they get ready to ride. 62 drivers entered, 43 will take the green. These paint schemes, some of them look great, others don't look the best. Why is that? Because they're all still in the making. This update's only been out for a couple of hours. This is brand new for all those that are watching. Retro NASCAR is here and it's not going anywhere. Sit back, relax, and enjoy, because the top 21 advance into 1. It's been a while since we've gone racing at Legacy Daytona. Pace car makes a hard left onto pit road. Let's light the fuse for the world's center of racing. Finnegan Myers on the outside. He's with Braden Movick. Mateo Ortiz slots in line on the outside lane. Closes in on the 42, has daylight downstairs, elects not to take it. Still mostly 2x2 it is to turn 3. Movick to the bottom. Myers on the outside as the 42 eyes to look lead lap 1. All gray in his test car, not going to get it done. Myers leads lap 1 with help from Mateo Ortiz. And he's been getting better and better with these cars on these super speedways. Trouble, spin, turn 1. Dakota Lasky up and over in his 17, the caution will wave. Seth 40. Got a piece of it. Max Steinmeier in his 23 gets through unscathed. But as quickly as we get started, we're under the yellow flag with a flip in turns 1 and 2. Dwayne Drummond Noah Richardson, don't see issues from them. But Dakota Lasky, the first one to go for a flip and a ride. Let's watch back. I just came up to a driver that was on his outside lane. And once that right side got over, tumbled down the embankment and into the grass. So the caution will wave for the first time in this event. For the ones that are just tuning on in, this is Duel 1 of 2 that is guaranteed tonight before the main event. Due to high driver demand, we knew what was going to happen with this car, with this update. We elected to go duels early. We'll have a race in for round number 2, and then race number 3, depending on how much demand we have from the viewers in the live chat, how much demand we have from the drivers itself. We may have duels as well. 200 likes, we'll get round number 4. Already a heck of a lot of you guys in here hanging out with us. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Continue to drop a like on the stream because we'll continue to bring the racing action. We can go all night. I don't have to leave for Madison until Thursday. That's right. So hang out with us, have some fun, because we'll see you all very, very soon, whether for the fans that'll be in attendance for the Madison, for the Capital 200, I believe that's what it's called, for the ASA Stars National Tour, the Appalachian Sucker Punch ASA Stars National Tour, and then at Slinger this Sunday as a part of the doubleheader weekend in Wisconsin. So a little bit of sim action before then. Yes, I will be taking night cool tonight, making sure everything's good to go. You'll hear me do pre-race, PA work, and all that fun stuff this Friday and this Saturday if you are some fans hanging out there in the Wisconsin area. Next week I will be at Flat Rock Speedway for the broadcast side in the Jeg Sea All-Star Store. If you're in the Detroit metro area, you want to check that out, go ahead and do so. You can also watch it live on Racing America and Track TV, and then the following week Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway back at it again. 3 metros back to back to back. It's going to be a lot of fun for the sim fans. We'll continue to stop talking about the real world in just about a moment because we're going to get the one to go here, and here's the outlook. Top 21 advance, we'll give you a rundown. Inside the top 21 as of this moment, it's Spencer Burns, Levi Light, Andres Vadas, Kenny Real, Zachary Foyty, with Bryce Ben, Alfredo Hidalgo, Joseph Stafford, Bobby Johnson, Derek Shaver, David Johnson, Will Shack, Micah Curtis, Yaroslav Donskoy, Sean Rowe, Fyodor Dovchenko, Carlos Truther up in that 5th position, Muvik, Davis, Ortiz, and Finnegan Myers. Outside looking in, it's Austin Byers, Frank DeAngelis, Noah Richardson, Max Steinmeier, and Seth Foyty, who's now got it backfired in the right direction. Dwayne Drummond, Wyatt Gray, and Dakota Lasky are either off the racetrack or sitting on pit road. That leaves us with what we got here in a duel and a clash for the final moments at Daytona. For duel number 1, 7 laps to go. We do not have overtime enabled for this race. Single file restarts. We're old school and we're keeping it that way. When we say 5 to go, we mean 5 to go. When we say 3 to go, we mean 3 to go. Let's ride just one more time. Three wide, race lead, Myers on the outside, Muvik in the middle, shoved by Truther. And the top 2 scoot away just for the moment. Dovchenko and Rowe toe-to-toe. One of the big things talked about is how the top 3 can get away from the rest of the pack if nothing goes amiss. Chevy Ford, you see towards the back half of the field, the separation that you're used to seeing with this Gen-4 stock car. Will Shack, Joseph Stafford, this is for the transfer. Frank DeAngelis, 21st. Bryce Benton, 23rd. And if there's a wreck, this race could be official with 4 laps to go. Spencer Burns in 20th. He's in for now. Vades up to 18th for the race lead. It's Muvik, it's Truther, still 1-2. The Taurus chases the Chevrolet. 4 to go in Duel 1. You can see the dancing from one end to the other, exchanging, trying different things. A great crowd on hand once again. 200 likes. We'll see round number 4. We continue to keep the momentum. We'll continue to race throughout the night. 3 different groups separated on the Daytona Superstretch. Group 1 is battling for the race lead. The group in the middle are hoping for this thing to go green. And then the group just behind them, the transfer position. And now Group 2 and Group 3 have merged together. Zachary Foyty is in, now out. Bryce Benton is out. Austin Byers is in. Muvik continues to lead. He's got Sean Rowe and company at hand. No one has been out of line. Golchenko. And others watching, waiting, seeing. What can work, if any? Finnegan Myers, Mateo Ortiz. 2 laps to go, separate. Making it a knot. Bryce Benton's in the grass. A huge wreck on the front straightaway. Max Steinmeier's involved. Zachary Foyty's involved. Kenny Reel. Frank DeAngelis. Do they get it fired? Can we at least see the finish? Keeping it green. Let them race. The cars that littered on the front straightaway have gone away. This race is going to be official. Salamanca, 1 to go from Daytona. And Carlos Truther has rode in line all duel. It's time to dig in. Company Sean Rowe, tucked in behind the Taurus. No move just yet. Now the Blaze, top side, top shelf, toe to toe. He's got company from Davis. They're 2 by 2 to turn 3. 8 drivers, 1 last corner. Muvik 42, Truther 31. It's gonna be a drag race to see who wins Duel 1. Truther to the bottom. He's gonna do it. He's gonna win the race at Daytona. Carlos Truther heads to the show a winner. Who transfers in? Kenny Reel is in. Frank DeAngelis. Does he make the transfer? He's 21st as of this moment. Here comes 40. It's still not over. And he's getting a push from that 46 on the inside lane. Max Steinmeier will make it to the line. Zachary Foyty will not. Frank DeAngelis will be the final driver to transfer into the main. Carlos Truther comes out with the win here at Daytona. Want to say hello and thank you to everyone that's been hanging out with us so far tonight at our Night in America. Feeling victories all year long. 1 duel down, 1 duel to go till the main event. What do you guys think of this new Gen-4 stock car? Let's see if we can interview with Carlos Truther. Truther, John Ramos, congratulations on the Duel 1 win.
You do interviews for Duel wins.
Well, usually we don't, but this is a brand new car. I want you to let the viewers know exactly what you think, what you got to experience, and what is it possibly like, or maybe it's just completely unique on your own.
As the second car pushing Mubik there, like the lead car, you know how like the next gens are, how like the lead car just is so much like drag and it's so slow. I was having to check up so much pushing Mubik, it was like insane. And
Really?
then the outside is, I don't know if it was like the pushers up there or what, but like the outside seems insanely overpowered right now. Because I almost lost the race, like I ducked down in the middle of the trial or like the start of it, and I still almost lost that race. I couldn't believe it.
Wow.
That's
Is it touchy? Is it like what they talked about with the Gen 4? Do you think this car needs a patch update?
I mean, I don't know about the other tracks, but I don't mind pushing it or anything. Because like this is a unique super speedway. Cause like it's really bumpy here. So like I'd have to see it at like the normal Daytona or like Talladega to like see if we need a patch. So, like there's not gonna be a three-ride racing no matter what car. It's just super bumpy. But Talladega is different.
So do you think when we go to iRacing Super Speedway, it's going to be different? I mean, we haven't tested that one. We're not sure if it's unrestricted. Do you think when we go to Talladega, it will be different? Or maybe if we get 200 likes, we try this on an intermediate?
I think the runs will be huge at iRacing Super Speedway. The runs seem massive. I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's because the lead car like goes so slow, but like it seems really easy to generate a run. Because like I blew straight by Mubik off of turn 4, and we cleared him by like 2 or 3 cars.
Wow. All right.
Should be a fun race.
Should be a fun race indeed. Well, you made it to the show. Opportunity to win now the main event. What do you think?
I think we're going to stick a Team T car to victory lane. Mateo had speed there, being qualified up front.
Yeah, what are you guys doing with Mateo? Why are you giving him the best cars? Because this is just so unlike him.
He just showed up one day and started like refusing to not take any more back cars. After the Alabama 500 and the Sierra incident, he was like, no more. And we said, all right, no more. We'll give you the good cars. So we started giving him the good stuff.
Well, it has been working out. Good luck from here and the rest of the night. That is the Carlos Truther driver who just went to victory lane. We're going to continue to ask drivers and viewers what they think of this car. We'll continue to ask you down below. We already asked, do you like the Gen 4? So many have said, yes, they do. Top 21 advance. Everyone else goes home. Let's get ready to go green. Forward front row, let's light the fuse in Duel 2. Mosteller, Riker Byram, Keith Ingram, Frank Horley. All tucked in, 2 by 2, no exchanges just yet at the front of the field. The C3Y a little bit deeper on. No, that is not Lane Sanders. iRacing has added in the Fred Jones look from the throwback of the Papyrus days. Sanders sits in 6. That's the 77 Jasper Ford on the outside. Axel Smith in 5th. Riker Byram in 2nd. The Whataburger 98 shoves Mosteller's 87 to the front of the field. He'll lead lap 1. Couple drivers out of shape. Eric LeBombard, Justin Champagne. Get it all gathered back together. Tony Green. Watching on from the 25th position, he's on the outside looking in. Keith Ingram jumps to the outside lane. And he's got the 17 in line. The old TNT overlays up ahead on the top side of your screen. Cars from the 2003 era, the Gen 4 stock car, thundering around Daytona. Keith Ingram, he'll lead that lap. Here's 17th, trouble. Incident deeper in the field, caution will wave. Justin Champagne, heavy damage. Elodom Contreras with the Red Rock Cola 92. Bruce Dudley, Tony Green. There's the damage from Skylar Comstock. 40 laps will be the main event. We have two 10-lap duels to shrink the field from 62 down to 43. And in this case, for a driver that has raced in multiple e-ticket events, a big plume of smoke will boil out of the rear end of his car. Lyman Van Leer, Eladon Contreras, he saw his damage on the left side. Let's take a look back. And it happened we were watching the leader, so completely missed what exactly transcribed. It was all the way out towards turns 3 and 4. Oh, Champagne got on the wall. And nowhere to go for most of the field behind him. So an eruption of machines after Justin Champagne got turned sideways. Watch again. This is the nose of Eladon Contreras. We talked about Tony Green a little bit earlier in the race. Let's see his view. This is on the nose. Heavy damage on both ends of the car. Say for most drivers outside the top 20 brings us under the yellow flag for the first time in Duel number 2. Just like Duel 1, only one caution, but if we do have to throw a caution for the end of the race, you could see a duel end under yellow. So right now, Keith Ingram, Frank Corley, Daniel Mosteller, Axel Smith, Riker Byram end up being that top 5. Lane Sanders, Josh Kenyon, Thomas Hunt end up being the top 8. It's Delgado and Jacob Wilkerson making up that top 10. We'll continue to get updates on drivers. I want to hear from Braden Movick. Movick, John Ramos, questions about that car?
Fire away.
All right. Well, how does it drive, at least from a driver's standpoint? Is it fun? Does it need work?
It needs work. It's too stable, especially here. I mean, this track it was like 2 years away from a repave, so, and I'm only really adjusting my steering input maybe 3 times in the corners, which is kind of not good, and there needs to be an air bubble because we should not be able to tandem in these cars. And I think the grip just needs to be turned down a lot.
Yeah, it seems like it seems like you guys are like glued out there. And for old and raggedy Daytona, I mean, you're not supposed to have it that way. It's not the repave in 2011.
Yeah, it's entirely too stable, too planted. But hey man, Legacy Texas, great racetrack. I was spinning by myself. I'm like 2-lap both tires.
So you think we should try Legacy Texas if we get 200 likes?
And I hate that track.
Okay, we'll keep that in the back of our heads because 200 likes will get a round number 4. You heard it from Movick. He said Legacy Texas works out well. We're back underway from Daytona. Top end, it's going to work. Frank Corley to the race lead. And trying to make it a Team T sweep at Daytona. Carlos Truther winning Duel 1. A jab to the side. That's Sanders to Ingram as they'll swap positions. Behind the 17 sits the 87 of Mosteller, who's been in this position more time than not. Riker Byram on the inside. Lane Sanders trying to give him a shove. Pulls alongside the number 98. 4 to go. Josh Kenyon, Keith Ingram. Ingram on the outside. Remember, he led a couple laps early. Now stuck in a swarm, sideways spinning, one goes around. That should be maybe Peter Terrio. No, was it Lambombard? It was Terrio. In the 28, he slams the inside wall. Three to go for Frank Orley. He knows if a caution comes out now, he's going to win Duel 2. This is the top 15. There's 21st. Justin Champagne holding on in 20th. Every spot is a different row for the start of the race. Sanders and Mitchum. Mitchum on the outside. Axel Smith. Keith Ingram. Lined up, 2 to go. See Demos, he's looking, he's peeking. Spinning deeper in the field, sideways, that's Jacob Wilkerson. Jackson Pye sideways off 2. Smith to the bottom. Josh Kenyon in tow. Duel 2 is going to be official when they get the white flag. Salamanca, 1 to go from Daytona. And now Horley's got a mirror drive. They're just all over him right now. You know the 87's going to make a slingshot move. He's got his helping hand in Riker Byram. That 98 machine has been sealed to the back half of the Ford in front. Horley to the inside, trying to cover. Ingram on the outside. Has Cogswell. Switchback. Downstairs goes Mosteller. Ford on Ford to the checkered flag. Byram to the bottom. I think Riker Byram just won Duel 2. He did. What a move. Oh my goodness. In the final moments, when you thought it was going to be the 87 once again, West Texas and its finest will be up front for the main event. Who advances? Justin Champagne. There's Tony Green. And Tony Green will be the final driver to transfer in with Justin Champagne and Patrick Connell. Man, Riker Byram, come on. That gets you a little excited. The stuff you love to hear and see. Let's speak with the winner of Duel number 2. I mean, it was just the eyes of Texas on that checkered flag. Riker Byram, John Ramos, you got a copy?
Yep, gotcha, brother.
Oh, man, that was perfect how you made that move. Walk us through.
Man, I didn't know what to do. I had all those guys in front of me. I just said, you know what? There's a lane down there. I can make it stick. Just said, screw it. Send it down there.
Well, and that's exactly what you did. Now, here's the thing. You're starting up front, right? Single file restarts, no guarantee of the race ending under green because we did take green, white checkers off. How do you approach this race? You're starting from the 3rd position.
I just want to stay where I'm at. You know, I don't want to lose any ground. If I can stay up here top 8, you know, somewhere around there. I've noticed I noticed a bunch of guys falling off further back in there. It's a little tough to, I wouldn't say it's tough to get around people, but I would say it's probably pretty easy to lose draft for sure in this thing, if I had to guess. So, yeah, I'm just trying to stay up here as long as possible to see how it goes.
Indeed. All right, getting ready to go ahead and start this thing. We've been asking for opinions on the Gen-4 stock car. Some say it's okay, some say it needs work. What do you think?
I haven't done enough of it yet to really get what it needs or what it doesn't need. I don't know. I mean, it feels fine to me on here. It's not a whole lot different than the old Gen 4 we were using, but it seems on here it's a little faster. So, but I don't know. I like it. From what the other guys are saying, the other tracks might need some work. So, honestly, I'm kind of excited to see how that goes. I feel like when it comes to that, I can shine, especially since it's a little tough.
Indeed. All right. Going to be fun to see. We'll maybe see you in victory lane again.
Hey, I'm going to give it all I got. That's for sure.
Indeed. Good luck. Once again, for the fans just filing on in, hello and welcome. Here we are getting ready to go green flag racing. Whoa, Kevin Champagne electing to start from pit row. That's going to leave our front row to be Carlos Truther and Riker Byram. A little bit under the weather, not really. It's just a big congestion going from different parts of the United States where pollen is either in season, not in season, overly hot, still somewhat like spring. And it bit me. Getting ready to head to Madison, Wisconsin this week, then Slinger as well. Already 117 likes, 200. We'll get round number 4 and continue the night on the way you all want it. Riker in 98, Miles Davis in 45. Shall we say Davis in the 15? Frank Horley, 18 on SimStamp, 17 on your screen. Let's get ready to ride. Field lines up, 2x2, 40 laps, the scheduled distance. No overtimes. 2003, we go back to the future to light the fuse from the world's center of racing. Riker Byram on the outside lane, no change just yet. He's got Carlos Truther underneath. Here's the 3-wide move. Braden Bubbick, top shelf, finds Davis, lines up with Byram, and tries to leave the 15 out to dry. Oh, but the 98 won't stick with the 42. Mateo Ortiz in the 11. Can use the outside lane if he'd like. It won't happen at all. Carlos Truther to the line to lead lap 1. And it's still 3 wide. Yaroslav Donskoy in the fray. Miles Davis, Finnegan Myers. Mateo Ortiz, Michael Mitchum. This is what it looks like. Just stuck in the middle. Sideways goes Mitchum. Got a piece of it with Keith Ingram. Ingram into the inside wall. They tear him up down the super stretch. One loses a tire. Micah Curtis. We saw Sean Rowe with a heavy piece of it. There's Bobby Johnson, no right front tire. Completely ripped off the suspension, anything underneath the axle. With how the right rear is, should I say maybe the left rear, wouldn't be surprised if a trailing arm is broken. How quickly things went amiss. Let's watch a replay. I mean, they were just jammed up 3 wide back here. Sean Rose in the middle. We saw Keith Ingram. Michael Mitchum at one point, sideways coming off turn 2. And that's even a hard read to see because it just looks like multiple machines got into the outside wall. Creates the according effect you see here. 2 tires ripped off the suspension arms. And just flared down and into the grass. And my guess is that there's got to be a better view of it. There was Ingram. We saw Douglas Newbigging. He got a big piece of it. Watch just in front of him. Matter of fact, it was way up there with Mateo Ortiz. And Sean Rowe, let's see it again. It was like the entire outside lane just connected to the wall when Finnegan Myers yanked the wheel off the outside retaining wall. It just created this blockade of machines that were coming on the inside, and then there was just nowhere to go. And I talked about how these cars, naturally they're supposed to be unstable. We didn't really see the instability in the duels, but when you're stuck 3 wide like that on the outside, at some point it's going to bite back, and it definitely did. So under the caution flag for the first time, as they get ready to clean things up, we'll give you an update on who's out of this race. Craig Cogswell is out. Damon Mays, Micah Curtis, they bite the dust. Bobby Johnson, Levi Leipold, Shaq, and Keith Ingram are still on pit road. Aaron Zahani, that's 35th. He's back onto the racing surface. Not just yet, should I say. Him and Lam Bombard are still in. Sean Rowe, Mateo Ortiz make up the driver, still in the pits. Frank DeAngelis sits in the 31st position. He continues to make rotations around Daytona. So we'll get the one to go this time by. We'll restart them with 35 laps to go. You're watching Enter Night in America live on the IDK Player YouTube channel. I'm John Ramos, the voice of NR, saying hello and welcome. Reading this live chat, very interested indeed to how everyone's talking about the car. If you're wondering, yes, I do broadcast in person. I am a professional broadcaster. I started out broadcasting on the simulator of iRacing back in 2021. Before that, I had some fun with NR 2003, the NASCAR Heat Series, Project Cars, and then finally found a home in person. So a lot has come and gone, but one thing has stayed the same: the love for doing the sim. So we'll continue to go ahead and stick right with you as we race well into the evening hours on this Tuesday. 200 likes, yes, we do get race number 4. I'm in the mood for Legacy, Texas. I don't know about you, and mainly because I can trust Braden Movick's word on his understanding of the car and the testing. The update became official earlier this afternoon. They tried different tracks, different cars. That's what we started to test as well. We quickly realized it is very stable on a lot of intermediates, minus the rough inner Audi ones. Wouldn't be surprised if Atlanta puts on a great show, so we'll continue to look at that as well. But at least as of this moment, all eyes pointed towards what's ahead. Carlos Truther has been having a heck of a day thus far. Would like to back it up with yet another one. Remember, went ahead and won the duel. Would like to see if Team T can go 2 of the 3. Back underway, 35 laps to go from Daytona. And Truther got a heck of a jump. And that's not good. That 42 is going to be right on top of him. Gets the run to the inside. Movick to the lead. And Horley tucked in as well. Mosteller The momentum carried, will stall it out on his own to tuck in line. And as quickly as it showed the 31 leading us back to green, he's back in the 6th position. Mubik leads, and here's the Tango. One in the grass, that's Riker Byram. To the lead to hold on is the 42 as the 87 jolts to the bottom side of the racetrack. Truther is there, Yaroslav Donskoy. And quickly the outside lane showing its dominant force. 2 groups of a separation. This is group number 1, mostly single file. Makes up well of the top 15. Here's 16th, 17th, and 18th. Just behind them, it's mostly single file as drivers have separated about, some going down into the grass. With isolated incidents, we stay green, let them race. Incidents deeper in the field, and since it is a brand new car, we say relax yellows, let's get some laps underway. That's the thing back in 2003 with how unstable the car was. You have this separation effect. Dolchenko on the outside lane, 3 wide. Thomas Hunt and others. Stafford, Dolchenko, Miles Davis, and Algo there in the 48. Team T, front row, Michael Mitchell in 3rd. He's got the outside lane just blasted in the right direction. And that's the thing about Horley. Knows how to be up front when it matters the most. I just worry his execution in those final 3 or 4 laps. And everyone's got to have a little bit of a different game plan here, right? Let's say we get a caution about 10, 15 laps to go. That's going to bunch this entire field back up. You cannot bank on this race going green the rest of the way. We get a wreck from 4th on back. It takes out most of the field. The caution's going to wave, and whoever was the leader at the moment will stay the race leader. Now we know also in this era, they raced back to the line. It's not in the rules for us to hold the caution till then. But in theory, we can since we control the cautions. If an admin elects to wait, we'll wait. 4 wide and a pinch. How did they make it through? It's Movic in the middle. Shaver and company. One sideways, that's Derek Shaver. Slams the outside wall in front of oncoming traffic. The caution will wave. And that will bring these boys all back together. Look at the damage. Yeah, he made it through the 4 wide. Couldn't make it through the other. Oh man, just got completely taken out by the 35. So caution out for the second time. Pit road, it will be wide open let's start getting quick questions and answers from drivers. We're going to go one at a time. For the viewers down below, you want to hear from a certain driver, let us know. We're going to start out with Michael Mitchum. Michael Mitchum, quick answers, yes, no, and just whatever you think. Let's call it the gist segment. 24, 22 words or less. Opinions on the car.
It's not very good. It can't push, and I don't know, it's boring on anything plus user space.
All right, good to know. We'll bring in Frank DeAngelis. Frank DeAngelis, the gist segment of the stream. Opinion on the car.
I can't really say much. I pit started because I was doing something else and wasn't really in the pack the whole race.
Oh, you were. Oh, sorry. No, I was gonna make a joke, but it's too early.
No, it's true. No, so I genuinely missed the start. Got wrecked in the backpack, so I have like not really that much experience with it. But it seems like it's like the older Gen 4 that we had in the game, but you could actually push a bit more. That's what it seems like to me.
Interesting, interesting. We'll continue to bring them on in one at a time. Doug Newbigging, the gist segment of the stream. Opinions on the car.
You know, it's good. You know, it's like the old Gen 4, I guess, at Daytona.
Okay. We'll continue to go ahead and do this and see who else we could possibly bring in. Well, maybe a Jacob Wilkerson. Wilkerson, opinions on the car. And I don't think we can get Wilkerson in that chat. Let's try it again. Wilkerson, opinions on the car.
It's kind of fun, but it's kind of not realistic enough, I should say.
Okay, good to know. We're one after another. Lucky Duck dropping on the $2 super chat. Very thankful for that indeed. Want to say thank you to everyone that has dropped down a super chat or a membership at some point of this channel's lifespan. Very greatly appreciated. Sean Rowe, opinions on the car. And we cannot hear Sean Rowe, so unfortunately we'll have to go after the next one. Jumpman, Max Steinmeier, opinions on the car.
It's pretty fun. I mean, I just missed my pit stall and having to like restart it and stuff, so pain in the rear. But you know, it's fun. It's a blast. It's hard at this track though. It's bumpy as hell, as you know. So it'll be much different everywhere else. But it's fun so far. Still learning.
All right, good enough. So we're doing the one at a time. We'll, matter of fact, let's bring in Lane Sanders here for a moment. Lane Sanders, opinions on the car.
When you take a run, I hate that it stalls out when somebody gets on you, but I was barely alive when this car was a thing. So overall, I can appreciate it. I hate how, we have inexperienced drivers in here that can't hold it on the bottom like me. Being on controller, that's one of the advantages, I suppose. You don't get affected by bumpy racetracks as much. But yeah, I like it. I am interested to see how Talladega is. So I would assume that it would be a whole lot better. We were in a wreck on the front straightaway. I think Riker got spun around in front of me. I went over. Let's see. I went over somebody, and I thought I had damage. And Kenny ramped under. It was like, wow. I don't know if this car is that durable. We'll have to find out. We'll see, probably, John, because you know that old curse. If when you interview me, something bad happens. Yeah, we'll hopefully, John, we can get this the Jasper Racing Ford to victory lane, and hopefully you can get some cough drops. Feeling a little better.
Yeah, don't worry, Lane. I mute myself when I have to cough. We got the cough button here for a reason. The only thing is you can hear it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, no, well, that's the behind the scenes. I've never shown you behind the scenes, so. It's so funny because there's been multiple times in NR I'll do the cough button, just the cough, and people go, "You okay?"
Oh, violence!
26 laps to go from Daytona. Pyroclastic dropping on a $2 super chat saying the 2003 cars. Take me back to 2007. Fun times indeed. That era was elite. Here's the fight. Top three going at it. Justin Champagne, Kevin Champagne. Knit together, 1-2, brothers in hand. Look at Demos just trying to get back to that outside. .25 to go. Mosteller to the outside. Kevin Champagne right with him. Swoops to the bottom. Three wide for the race lead. Most on the outside, Justin in the middle. And Kevin Champagne on his own. Tries to spoil the party. 24 to go. There's Patrick Connell back in sixth. Braden Movick just behind him. Slingshots to the bottom. These guys on the ragged edge. You can see it's just so tough to hold on with the turbulent air. Group 1 on your screen. Group 2 lies just behind him. Josh Kenyon to the inside. .23 laps to go. Mosteller, Movick, Mitchell. Champagne on Champagne with Donjenko, Sanders, and Horley. Oh, Mosteller sideways. What a save off the nose of Michael Mitchell. How on earth was he not headed for the grass? And he's going to allow the 38 to push him again. Some things just never change. He's poised to go back for the race lead. Movick the leader on the outside, 22 to go. And just a lap ago, he was fearing for the inside wall. Ford on the bottom, Chevy on the outside. Now, don't you just love classic moments? Clip it. And the best part about this, for all the viewers watching back at home, you can clip moments during a stream and they'll appear on the YouTube channel page. On the homepage, we actually have clip moments for people to watch back on. You have that opportunity to do that. People can view your clips whenever you want. Anything entertaining, anything cool, go right ahead. It's all for you. Top lane rolling. Really about 6-7 cars deep. Everyone else is separated out. That second group just didn't get collected right. They have mostly scattered back. So we watch the main group as they thunder their way back to turn 3. Finnegan, Myers, have a day. Has been on the up and up. Mosteller to the bottom, Justin Champagne is there. Sideways goes Sanders. He's around on the exit of the tri-oval. Caution will wave. And heavy damage to the 77. Man. We'll have a restart. What a great crowd watching back at home. Unbelievable stuff we've seen tonight. There's Sanders in 77. Here's the run for Mose. Jolts to the bottom. And a block you don't need to do with so many laps remaining. Finnegan Myers gets a piece of it. And I can't believe what they have added to YouTube. Hold the phone, ladies and gentlemen. Are you seeing this? They have side-by-side ads on YouTube now. Am I the only one that just saw that? Did YouTube really add side-by-side? Is that a new thing? Oh, there's Justin Champagne not happy there with the lane. Sanders 77. No way, that's game-changing right there. Side-by-side ads for the live streams. And Sanders gets hooked there by Frank DeAngelis. Let's have a word with Lane. Lane Sanders, John Ramos, what happened?
Oh, I forgot who I blocked. And I forgot 2 people that I blocked. Very bluntly with you. I went down, I thought surely maybe they can take the push, but then I moved down, and then Emos and Champagne was a damn bullet train, and yeah, you saw the unfortunate series of events.
Wow.
I'm like, well, it's halfway in the race. They won't fully drive, you know, through me. I guess Demos couldn't have checked up without Champagne wrecking him, so it was just a bad deal because I couldn't see him because Finnegan was 3 wide. I thought Demos had the gap between him and behind him, but he was on his back bumper.
All right. We'll continue to hear from others. That is Lane Sanders on what he saw happen. And now from Mosteller. Mosteller, John Ramos, your opinion on the incident?
It was a late block, and I think it actually would have worked, but he overdid the block, and he like ran himself onto the apron. And I tried to lift for him, but I had Justin pushing me. You know, you got to be careful with that stuff. But luckily, me and Justin are fine. I don't know how killed he is, if he's killed at all. In my opinion, it's just a super speedway deal.
All right. Can you continue?
Oh, I had no damage. I was perfectly fine. I just did a little slide at the end.
All right, coming down to 17 laps to go. We'll restart with 16. That is the Daniel Mosteller driver. Okay, catch your breath just for a moment. I'm hearing from some people that the side-by-side isn't anything new, but at least for me, I've never had a side-by-side ad. I want to know if I can just enable side-by-side ads for the continuation of the stream so nobody misses a beat. If that is the case, it would be fantastic. Would love for it to go that way. So 16 to go now. Will be 15. Excuse me, it's 17 to go now. Will be 16 to go next time by. And all of us sit, wait, and wonder as we get ready to go again. There's Michael Mitchum in second. Braden Mubbick, the race leader, but Frank Corley still resides in third. The one to go. Single file down the back straightaway. with an opportunity at hand for so many machines. The first winner in the Gen 6 could be crowned. We had the 2 qualifying races before. And now we wait and see what's next. What driver was I a fan of in 2003? Tony Stewart. That's right. Tony Stewart was my favorite driver growing up. "16 laps to go from Daytona." Mostly getting away. Incident deeper in the field. Some drivers getting checked up, not able to get going. Has completely separated the pack. Finnegan Myers back there with damage. And when some of those guys just didn't get going, it wasn't the move they needed. DeAngelis the third, Champagne in fourth. He looks topside, now inside, shuffling and swaying back to the line. Ford beats Chevrolet at the line, maybe not. It was Movic in 42. Here comes Champagne to the inside. Movic the leader. New Bigging in second. Michael Mitchum hanging on in third. "14 laps to go from Daytona." It's the Chevrolet on the outside lane. New Bigging in third, outside with Mitchum. Inside Mosteller, tucked in with Dovzhenko. You see Kevin Champagne in the middle, almost got squeezed. Andres Vades, he's up there. Ooh, Mitchum slapped the wall into turn one. What are you willing to do to find victory lane? Look how much I'm now. Hook the wheel. Many cars still racing. 28 of that on the lead lap. Not many in the main group. And Brady can just still get that run on the outside, works so well. Michael Mitchum continues to dog back on the bottom. Frank Corley is there. Movic to clear on the 38. Horley on the outside in 17. Guys, Vades, Wilkerson all kind of knit together. Whoa, lap car on the inside. Nearly took out Michael Mitchum. There goes Mosteller. Him and Jackson Byes get collected. A loop and pole, we stay green. We'll watch back on the replay. I got help from behind as well. No oncoming traffic from what we saw. There was a 16 stuck up near the outside retaining wall. Let him race. Varus on the bottom. Mitchum all over him. Muddock swings high. Oh, this squeeze, Horley in the middle. Gets through them both. Champagne holding on. Frank DeAngelis just trying to get a win for the first time in a long time. Justin at the bottom. Muddock, what a move to use the air off the rear of the 38. And finds a hole on the outside. 9 to go. The dance of the dances. Nine to go. Justin underneath, he's with Michael Mitchum. DeAngelis tucked in line, still company behind. Jacob Wilkerson. We're used to seeing him in 43. Wilkerson currently in the 8. Trouble spinning. 2 more cars go around with oncoming traffic. We're gonna see a late race restart from Daytona. Jackson buys and others were barreling towards them. Maybe a 4-lap shootout will be the final restart of the night. Wow. That gives a huge helping hand to that 87. Huge hit to the outside. That was Frank Horley in the 17. Not the best view of it from that end. Just got up in the outside wall. Looked it sideways, back down across the field. Once again, no overtime. The race ends at the scheduled distance, which means with 7 laps to go, everybody is stuck with the same idea, the same understanding that this race could very much end if the caution comes back. And the drivers are asking to race back to the yellow. That's something that I would love to do, unless an admin goes in and throws the caution. Here we go. Who's left? Christian Delgado, Mateo Ortiz coming in, Chad Hornish in as well. Derek Shaver and others trying to get their laps back. We'll get the one to go next time by. The admins have been notified. If there is a wreck and I yell caution, we race to the line. Let's get ready to roll. And Frank the Edge just knows this. You know, he's going to have a 4-lap shootout to figure out how this all is going to work. We saw what Muvik did earlier when he let Truther get way out in front. Throwback to what Jeff Gordon did, I believe, to win the 2005 Daytona 500. Time to ride. Muvik there, the one to go is displayed, and it is on. It will be a 4-lap shootout to determine the winner here at Daytona International Speedway. A throwback race, a throwback night, a brand new car. A great crowd watching back on hand, back at home. So glad to have so many of you with us on this Tuesday evening. Just actually landed from Florida a couple days ago. Area will be back next Monday, and it's going to be a challenge to get that one going. I got to work on Area tomorrow because I leave for Madison on Thursday. We have a race Sunday night there as well, which means I am driving back all day Monday to get home in time for the Area Cup Series event that will be at Talladega. So it's going to be one heck of a showing, one heck of an opportunity ahead as we get ready to go green flag racing. So 5 laps to go now. Will end up being 4 to go here shortly, and all things will be ready to go green. Can he do it? Can Frank DeAngelis find victory lane for the first time in a long time? Or can the People's Champ take down the comeback story? 4 laps to determine a victor. Back green from Daytona. And Muvik did it again. He dragged the brake. Leaves DeAngelis out to dry. He's got him. He's all over him. Frank went high, forcing the 42 to lose momentum. Now gets in front of Michael Mitchum. Wilkerson goes one way, looks the other. Andres Vadas, he's up to third. Keeps looking, keeps peeking to the inside. 3 to go. DeAngelis in 69. Lucky Duck dropping down a $2 super sticker. 3 wide, Justin Champagne. He's with his brother. Andres Valdez has never won a race in NR Night in America, has never been in a position as good as this. The 84 is 3 wide middle. 2 to go. And if they wreck now, they got to race back to the line. Lay it on each other. You saw New Bigging on the outside with Valdez in the middle. Moss Stiller downstairs. And they're all just chasing Jacob Wilkerson. New Bigging sideways in front of the field. Multi-car incident. The caution is out. They'll race back to the line. DeAngelis in 69. Movick in 42. He's going to do it for the first time in a long time. DeAngelis is a winner in NR Night in America. No, they didn't do it. Scratch it. Salamanca. 1 to go. Wow, it did not register. The caution was thrown, but iRacing disabled it when they came to the line. This race isn't official. Let them ride. 3 drivers, 1 flag. There's Wilkerson, he sits 3rd. Can DeAngelis do it? Movick to the bottom. Blaze on the 69. Frank DeAngelis wins it at Daytona. And this time, confirm the winner. And it was, the caution was thrown. That's the funniest part. The caution was thrown, it was sealed up, delivered, and iRacing went, 1 more lap, why not? And this time, it's with a checkered in hand. Frank DeAngelis is a winner. Wilkerson 3rd, Movick 2nd. And a heck of a way to come back to victory lane. NR Night in America, feeling victories all year long. And we head to iRacing Super Speedway, also formerly known as Coca-Cola Super Speedway. We're not done Super Speedway racing after this, Talladega as well. 200 likes, we're heading to Texas. Or maybe another track that you guys maybe want to do. Wild stuff. And we'll hear from him. DeAngelis, John Ramos, congratulations.
Finally, dude.
You're coming to the white flag. It should be the yellow flag. It didn't register. What were you thinking?
I was thinking I was going to do any means necessary to keep them behind me to win the race twice.
And you did it. Did you expect the caution to come out?
Yeah, the second they wrecked, I think it was like all for 2. On the way down the backstretch, I was gonna go low. I think it was Wilkerson, and then I snatched his ankles. And then I was like, oh man, now Movick's gonna make a move on me, so I checked up. And then we hit the white, and I'm like, oh wait, alright. Kind of scummy what I did to him off of 4, but I won the race already. I wasn't gonna race it again.
And then I gotta ask, the restart. You get going, he doesn't. You get caught looking. Did you think that was gonna affect you at all?
At first I was like, oh man, we're done. Then a spot opened up, and everyone up front just was still in the outside lane, so it was the end of the world for about half a lap, and then I was right back in it.
Congratulations on your win. What do you want to say to these viewers? Whole lot of them tuned in tonight. A huge amount.
Big shout out to Eric W. I was looking at the stream. He said, let's go, let's go. Shout out Eric W. Because usually when I'm leading on the white, you know where I end up finishing. So it's nice that I actually closed one out.
Only him? What about the rest of them?
They hate me, so I don't really care. If you don't hate me, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm probably going to miss this race. I'm going to go crack open a cold one.
Okay, well, you go ahead and do that. He's going to get a cold one with some animal crackers, maybe some animal chicken finger.
So, no, it's a diet, dude. It's diet food. I've actually like become like really addicted to animal crackers.
It's an inside joke for the ones that are wondering.
I've become addicted to animal crackers recently.
Oh my goodness, I thought I was joking. Okay.
And then like once in a while,
can you
like,
pour animal crackers on your head in a bathtub and get excited?
And post it on TikTok? Yeah, no.
Congratulations, Frank.
Thank you.
He goes to victory lane. We'll bring it back to our studios in a moment here in Nashville, Tennessee. We'll talk to Braden Mubbock. Mubbock, I looked at the live chat. Some didn't agree with you about the car. Now that you've gone through a duel and a main event, what is your opinion?
The exact same. I don't know. Again, I don't take anything the chat says. Don't take any of that seriously because none of them actually play the game. They think they know everything when they don't. But I pitted one time for 2 tires on lap 12, and I didn't lift off the gas one time. 40 laps on left side tires at Daytona at this Daytona should not be possible. But then I looked after the race. I want you to guess my right side tire wear after 30 laps of old Daytona.
What was it? Or do you really want me to guess?
97, 98.
Really?
97 on the right front, 98 in the right rear. That is nothing. That is absolutely nothing.
So what can they do to improve this car? And I like talking about this because, you know, we don't have, and for the ones that are wondering, I just readjusted the camera. Remember, it did break earlier in the stream. What can be adjusted? Because obviously the base is here. The car isn't perfect. And I believe people have talked about it before with the ARCA car. Like, hey, it needs to be improved on the intermediates. The car, I feel like it sticks too much. Do you think there may be appealing to an audience that isn't that hardcore?
Yep.
You know,
they absolutely are. This has been a problem for a while with iRacing, and especially the new cars. Because they want everyone to buy the new car. They make it super easy to drive, and then within a month of the initial release, they change it to what it would actually be. You know, because I mean that's business. iRacing should make money. It's about as simple as that. They want all the people that are not the best at the game, like the casual player, to be able to drive the car easily, and that's been the problem with their setups forever. Is that their fixed setups for every single car and every track is outrageously tight. So there's no need for throttle control because, I mean, again, half the player base on Oval is less than 2,000 iRating, which is what you need to even race in here.
I thought there was an inflation.
I mean, there is an inflation, but still, over half of the Oval drivers on the service are under 2K. So that really puts into perspective how, like, the difference in skill. Like, and they are obviously going to cater to the 50% of people that aren't the best at the game, so they can drive all these cars and race them.
Session is up, by the way, for round number 2. Continue.
But yeah, it's just, this is the same thing with the ARCA car. The ARCA car, I have never driven a car that had a tighter setup than that when it first launched. Just like, there were races I did where the right front would wear down to like 60% in 30 laps, and the right rear would still be at like 95. Like, that's how awful they were. But they fixed it in their first patch, they made it a lot better. But they they kind of forgot to turn the speed down, because at Michigan in the ARCA car we were hitting 215.
Wow.
In the draft, like it was pretty crazy. But
Someone said I don't have a baby face anymore. I wonder how long was the last time you tuned on in, Trevor. I don't know.
my God.
People said I've changed within the last 2 years, which is pretty cool. But would like to point that out. Sorry, continue. Reading the live chat and hanging out as the session goes up. But I think you make valid points. It's just more or less, I'm also curious what everyone else thinks as the viewer standpoint, right? Was that race entertaining from your standpoint, for the drivers as a whole? Because, you know, some of them were like, oh, no, this is not good. And some of them were like, okay, this is fun. I enjoy it. But it's also coming from a casual driver to a hardcore driver, right? Would you like to see this one day in an e-ticket event? Is it still too early to tell? Do we have rose-colored glasses on right now, right? The NWP 400 is coming up, and we talked about there's a good chance if they released a Gen 4 last year, which it was an opportunity, was a possibility, we were possibly going to do that car. We did the Gen 4 that we all know and love. We're doing the next gen this year for the NWP. I believe we're doing the next gen for the Hoosier 400 as well. That will be in July.
I would personally love it. I think this car for the Brickyard event would be really good.
There's only one issue.
There's no Pontiac.
There's two manufacturers, and it makes sense on the open wheel side to have two manufacturers because they have two manufacturers, and we can add in a Cadillac. We can add in an AlphaTauri. Can we add in those manufacturers? Can we add in a Pontiac, a Dodge, if we did that car?
Unfortunately, we cannot because they locked.
They stamped it.
They locked the stickers on the cars.
Right.
So you can't really mess with them. But I mean, this car. I drove it at Indianapolis because again, Indianapolis just got the refresh and looks beautiful. By the way, looks absolutely beautiful.
Nice.
And I mean, you are all out of the gas for a long time. Like it drives exactly how it should on like the big tracks like Michigan Auto Club and Indianapolis. It's really good at the worn out racetracks. I know we were testing it earlier today, and at like Richmond, for example, you were never going full throttle because you were wrecking on the front stretch.
There's a good chance we're about to hit 200 likes, right? So we're gonna have a fourth race. Where do we go? Because some mentioned Homestead, you mentioned Legacy, Atlanta, Richmond. Is that the big four we have to consider? Or do we throw something else in there? Because we're going to go to all big tracks. I mean, we haven't done a short track. I'm going to give Homestead a shot because I did hear some things about how Homestead apparently is good. I mean, I didn't get to test it, right? We didn't get to put a session up. Legacy, Texas is you. Atlanta's a worn out surface. Richmond's the interesting one. I haven't heard too much about doing that.
Yeah, I think Legacy Tech. I don't think I've in like 4 NR races we've done there. I don't think I finished top 15 once. Like I suck there, and I always wreck there. But I was watching some people do that combo, and it looked really fun. Like there was multi-groove. You could run the top, you could run the middle, you could run the bottom. It's definitely a good shout. I don't even like the place, but yeah, I'd like to go to Texas, Old Texas.
Texas. I mean, I love Old Texas because of our cameras. I think our cameras look mean there. Now, my big question is the speed. Because when we did the testing, I was seeing 185. I'm like, whoa. I know this car back in the day did not hit 185, right? You know, at least peaked out. Is the speed, the sense of speed higher on the non-super speedways?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Like, I was hitting...
So we're not crazy,
what was I doing? No, you're not. Like, by myself at Indianapolis, I was going 204. Down the front stretch.
Okay.
And that was at max temps that I couldn't change because
that wasn't 60 degrees. None of that.
That was 90.
Okay. So I kind of want to see that too because I feel like we're lacking, at least on the super speedway side, the sense of speed. At least from my vantage point. I don't know about everyone else's. I'm not expecting 245, right? But when I think back to old Daytona, I could have sworn they were getting over 200 unless I'm completely mistaken.
No, we were going over 200, but I mean, again, these cars, they weren't that fast in real life either, as super speedways.
Okay.
Because they were flying away every super speedways.
That is true. A lot of air got underneath the cars pretty quickly.
I am topping out at about 190.
So it is realistic then, speed-wise, to how it is or how it was in person.
Yeah, it is pretty realistic for that sense, but like, yeah, we are going 192 here. I thought we were going 240. Never mind. But
okay.
I think
that's one thing I wish they would have done. Make this one unrestricted, right? As a throwback to NR 2003.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would have been really fun. But yeah, the car drives really good at, again, like the 2 mile ovals, 2.5, like Indianapolis. I think Pocono would be really fun. Old Pocono. Really
I would say I'm really curious about Old Pocono too. Eric W. dropping down 5 gifted memberships. Want to point out, you guys can join this discussion. Be open-minded. That's all it really is about. I mean, we're not held under an umbrella that we have to speak a certain way about this update, right? If you don't like this update, say it. If you like this update, say it. I'm just more curious because I'm going off of a broadcasting standpoint. The cars look cool. I think we need more than 2 manufacturers before we can bring it to an E-Tech.
They're gonna do what they did with the 87s. They're gonna add probably the other 2 within the year.
Okay.
But yeah, and then they'll tweak out the growing paint. Like there'll be growing pains in this car. They'll tweak out the current problems that people have. I know Dale Jr. wants this car to be absolutely perfect, so I trust him. I trust him with getting the package, especially Super Speedways, exactly how it should be.
Right.
But yeah, also like for future streams, the next gens are completely overhauled. We got new tires, new aero, and I don't like Kansas. You know this. I don't like Kansas.
Oh, we're well aware.
In the next gen. That was really fun. We were slipping and sliding on like within 10 laps of a run.
So explain that to the viewers, right? Because I mean, I know a lot of viewers back at home, they watch what they see in person and say, do that on the sim. It's the exact same thing. Where I think back to Braden Mubbing in 2021, you loved Homestead Xfinity, and then after a couple months, you said, this is terrible. Because they updated the B car.
Yeah, that was the rose-tinted glasses of, I mean, it wasn't, but yeah, early 2020, 2021, the Xfinity car was great. I loved it. They changed something within the setups to make it drive like a boat on a lake. That the right front was just in the air all the time, and every setup was tight. And I think I've said this 150 times. I hate tight race cars. If a setup is tight, I just don't want to do it. I just don't want to drive it. It's not fun. So, and then Miami became the bottom feeding track on the service, which is the exact opposite of the life. If it was actually a top, if you could actually run the wall without destroying your tires, I would love that place because it rewards skill. You know, that's what I want. I want tracks that reward skill and setups that reward skill. And I feel like the next gens their new update has gone in a better direction for that, because the arrow spots that you can be put in, you can get either made loose or tight, which I really like. So it kind of keeps you on your toes, makes everything unpredictable a little bit. And yeah, we did a race to Kansas earlier today, and man, that was really, like, with a bunch of Coke guys, and that race was a lot of fun.
Yeah. All right. Good to know. So it's not all doom and gloom like people have been saying, this setup. It's just more or less the fact that the car needs to be tweaked.
Yep. It's the first day of the new car. They're going to I trust them enough to not completely ignore all of the problems. And I know Dale Jr. is going to he's going to give his opinions, and they're going to take whatever Dale Jr. says iRacing does. That's, if he said tomorrow, put the wing on the COT, they're doing it.
How about this? Say, put the wing on the COT so we can do it.
Exactly.
We'll do a 12-hour stream. I literally said that. If we get the wing, we'll do a 12-hour stream.
Is Prime doing Iowa? I don't think they're doing TNT, right?
So I think TNT starts after. Oh, how many races have they done? They did Coke.
3.
Yeah, they did 3, so it's 5. So they got.
3 more. So it's
Mexico,
6. Pocono, and Chicago.
They got Chicago.
Okay. Or Sonoma, whatever the hell they're doing. But yeah, if Dale Jr. is in Iowa, I will ask him, Dale, put the wing on the COT.
Please, can someone clip this and send this to him? Please put the wing back on. And I understand that, they didn't like the wing, but for the ones that grew up in that era, that for us it was cool. right? And I know they didn't like the way the car drove, but certain drivers did like the way it was. My COT with the wing moment will forever be can't get on the high side. Here he comes.
Exactly.
There he goes.
My wing moment was all the cars flying away, and 5-year-old me thought that was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, who doesn't want that? Like, I want to step on my little 164 diecast with a little wing on it and hurt myself. Like, that's how badly I want the wing back.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Nothing was worse than when your mother stepped on those COT diecasts, and you heard that from across the room or across the house or the apartment, where no matter what kind of COT diecast, we all had. I think we all had that Dale Jr. 88 amp diecast that you started bleeding trying to open the package because it was is basically bulletproof.
Yep. Oh, I just looked. I was the first week of NBC. That's not funny at all. And I don't like how the opening portion of the NBC part of the season, they are doing 3 straight races on USA, and then NBC, and then what looks like 7 races in a row on USA.
Really?
And then the final 3 are on NBC. But oh my god, I forgot Talladega.
I can't wait for next year's schedule to drop. I mean, there's rumored to be some pretty interesting tracks if they commit.
Help me, Chicagoland. I'm begging. I will buy tickets to the first day. Please, Chicagoland. Give me Chicagoland and give me, as a replacement to the road course in Chicago, give me Montreal. I will literally go to Canada to go to that race.
Really?
I need to get my passport first.
You know,
Yeah,
that's another thing too. You know, I'm going to be in Detroit in 2 weeks for a race. And they told me, they're like, hey, get your passport ready. Get your passport ready. I forgot the passport. So I will not be going to Canada, unfortunately. I'll be hanging out in the hotel, not going to Canada.
Yeah, man. I'm really excited that where this car can go. Like, it has so much potential. But, and I heard a little rumor that they're not, like, completely done with the sound of it either.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's almost there.
It's pretty close. They just gotta up the pitch just a little bit, and it'll be there.
Yeah, because I'm like, ooh, I don't feel those X pipes. You know what I mean? It's almost there. Like, it wants to be there. It just needs to scream a little bit louder.
They said the sound wasn't final. So I think within the week we're gonna get a few tweaks to this car, especially like with the sound.
And I'm excited.
Hopefully, we better get that. We better.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ingram, DeAngelis, did you join this race?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is up with that car? Why is it gray? Is it the test car?
Yeah, I made it. I made it this morning right when the template got released, and I don't paint Gen 4 cars. I leave that for Tyler.
Oh my gosh, are you gonna yell at poor Tyler to stay up all night to sunrise to paint you a McVice 43?
43?
42. Sorry, I was reading. That was the top 43.
I told him.
Spencer Burns is the first one bumped, by the way.
Look at the skew of this car. Like, go to Chase Cam and look at the roof compared to the rear bumper.
If we do that, we break the fourth wall. Okay, fine, we'll do it. We'll look at the skew. We'll break it real quick.
It's a drone shot.
No, I don't have my drone shot for this track. Okay, yeah, but we do see the skew. It's pretty good.
Just say Far Chase is a drone shot.
Kind of like that. Actually, looks pretty cool.
Yeah, like you see how the roof goes like really high on the left side and really low on the right side, and then the rear bumper is really low on the left and really high on the right.
Right. I mean, I think it's cool.
Yeah, I think it's really cool, but I'm not gonna be painting.
Let's get ready to go, Green. I'm gonna let you go. Good luck.
Thank you.
That is Braden Movick. 2x2 for 30 laps here at iRacing Super Speedway. Want to say thank you to everybody that has tuned in so far tonight. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. This is round number 2 of 4. That is now guaranteed tonight. You, the viewers, will be voting on round 4 here from iRacing Super Speedway. I'm John Ramos, the voice of NR, saying sit back and relax as we light the fuse for the second time tonight. Wreck in the back, Frank Horley. A huge hit with multiple machines. And check that, it was another 17. Horley is up in third. Peter Terrio's in fifth. Marty Shamela, Patrick Connell. One spinning to the inside. And taking out multiple machines. Braden Lovick's involved. Josh Kenyon as well. And the caution will wave early. And yes, we did see that they did get rid of Old Charlotte. Old Charlotte used to be actually an e-ticket. Will be the first ever track, here's a trivia question you're going to hear later, to be defunct after being in an e-ticket in NR Night in America. Can you believe that? Officially defunct off iRacing, but had an e-ticket event at one point. Let's take a look at what happened. Multiple drivers taken out. See again. It's just really hard to tell. I mean, there's so many drivers on the bottom lane. You saw the 40 machine get a huge piece of it. And around they all went. So the caution will wave for the first time. Pit road is wide open. Let's hear from some drivers. William Schmidt, John Ramos, you got a copy. Schmidt, John Ramos, you got a copy.
Hi, yeah.
All right. Are you in this race?
I am not.
Oh man, what do you think of the Gen-4?
It looks good. I haven't driven it yet, but you know, at least it looks good.
All right. Are you gonna race tonight? We're gonna have a fourth race.
If I get my paint scheme done, then yes. I've been working on it
a man of style. A man of style.
For the past 5 hours. I am in a test session right now, and the elapsed time is 5 hours and 4 minutes.
I'm really curious to see how that's gonna look then.
It's my normal paint scheme. It's the one that I had on the previous Gen 4, and most notably the next gen that I ran for the whole tickets to start the year off. But yeah, I mean, most of the time just comes with like aligning all this stuff, because like you've seen the car, it's got like a bunch of bandages and stuff all aligned on it, so I gotta align every single one. It is a pain in the butt, but yeah, if I get done, I'll race tonight.
All right, good to know. That's William Schmidt. Let's get updates on other drivers. Frank Horley, apologies. I said that you're involved in a wreck. You were not. Just another 17. Running up front, what happened at Daytona?
The guy in front of me hit the wall. Yeah. On the straightaway, you believe it?
Oh, I mean, I kind of can.
Yeah, I can too, honestly.
All right, you're running up front. People have been having certain opinions on this car. You didn't really get too much up the speed. Does it drive any differently here than Daytona?
It seems like it could be harder to build up a run because we're going to be rubbing out or close to it at this track. Obviously, too early to really tell because we haven't gotten a full green flag lap in, but Daytona was really fun. I enjoyed that a lot. You can build runs. Like, it felt similar to the new ARCA package, honestly, and I enjoyed it. Like, yeah, it's a bit of a trim on top, but if you have the right people, it can be a great race. So we had the right people in front, and it was a good race until the guy hit the wall right in front of me.
All right. Well, you've seen multiple drivers with multiple ends all damaged up. Lights off on top of the pace car, so we're going to get the one to go this time by. What are you expecting from here?
I don't know. Hopefully we can keep it chill. 40 was unfortunately involved in that wreck. Apparently Braden Mubbock caused it, according to him. So.
Oh.
Yeah. So I don't know. He said Mubbock was like flying around, just shifting lanes, being aggressive. With a guy as talented as him, like you'd expect him to make moves like that in the back, but you know sometimes it can be a little over aggressive, and wrecks can happen.
All right. We're getting ready for the restart. Good luck.
Thanks, man.
That is Frank Horley. Field sizes back up single file. 27 laps to go here in round number 2. A lot of racing tonight. We'll have 30 laps here. We'll have 30 laps at Talladega, and then a shootout for round number 4. Locked in, single file. Let's try it again. Frank DeAngelis leads us to Tower Green. Orley to the back bumper, sweeps to the outside. Mosteller, Terrio, others. Whoa, trouble and spinning. The big one down the back straightaway. Nolan Drake involved, Patrick Connell. Wadded up in the mess. And the caution will come out again. And the second one of this race. We've had multiple tonight. Just cannot seem to get these cars going. Patrick Connell. Gets a stack up on the bottom. Some drivers not paying attention, and what a huge hit with that 49 to the top of your screen. Christian Delgado got a huge piece of it. Let's see. Around they went. Caution out for the second time in this stream. Excuse me, a second time in this race. And they're going to possibly bring it back down pit. We have an incident onto pit road. Spinning goes the 40. That was Carlos Truther in front of Frank DeAngelis. Oh my gosh. Truther, John Ramos, what the heck just happened? Or did you just get hooked by the 69 coming down in front? Involved in an incident earlier.
The real issue is the real issue is the 46 car on the first lap there.
We apologize for his F-bomb, by the way, for the viewers watching back at home.
Oh, sorry, chat.
Oh
Anyways,
my gosh.
The 46 car who decided to sideswipe Movic on lap 1. That's the real issue.
So how has your day been going, by the way?
It was fine. Really got to deal with Frank now.
You've had a very interesting time on social media. What's going on?
I don't know. Moonhead's fat and stupid.
Stop! Oh my gosh.
I don't know. Like we had a.
I think you guys just had a bait off, honestly.
I think we got to stick on our lane if I'm Moonhead. That's all I got to say. He's like, what?
You know, you two are one day going to meet at Talladega and become the bestest of friends. I know. I just know.
Malik Ray, maybe. Raja Kruth, probably. Moonhead, no.
Yeah, no, yes, you guys are. It's gonna happen. You both are gonna meet at Talladega in the fall, and you're gonna have a great time. Or at Daytona again, right?
Oh yeah, we're gonna be there. Wait, are you gonna get a replay on my save when I got onto pit road? That was pretty sick.
No, you just wrecked under caution. That doesn't deserve a a standing ovation.
You're not giving me enough time with these.
Yeah, we're getting ready to go green this time. By that is Carlos Truther that we did go ahead and hear from. Apologies for his sayings. We're back underway in a spin again. That's the 43 deeper in the field. 24 laps remaining. DeAngelis drop into the rear. Levi Light, Peter Terrio, Daniel Mosteller. The runners up at the front of the field. Connor Rockwood, Riker Byram. Kirk Mills back to 10th. Benjamin Foster continues to watch and wait on. Levi Light, the leader on the inside. Most to the outside with Terrio in 44, 22 to go. It's 4 wide. You see the move in the middle. Marty Shimela has help from Herder. Herder to the outside. Shimela in 88 goes back to the middle. Life's 8 machine on one end or the other is looking and seeing what he can do. $21 to go. Top end move. Forrester has never won a race in NR Night in America. His best positioning thus far. Oh, it gets in the back end of Rockwood. They're downstairs. Top side Mosteller. Middle lane Riker Byram. Multiple drivers involved in incidents tonight. Herder on the top lane. Keith Ingram is there and trying what he can to see if he can go to victory lane. Almost won at this track a little while back. Four wide. As Ingram in the second position, just behind him, the 8 machine. Cornish holding on the bottom. 3 by 3. $19 to go. Ingram on the outside. Peter Terrio. Ben Herder still in third. No change thus yet. It's 19 to go. Something's got to work. There's Carlos Truther. Got out of pit road late. Will be going a lap down. Needs a caution if he wants to get back in this. Herder holds on. Terrio holding on to second. Oh, the nose underneath. Hornish outside. Company at 47. And then there's Kirk Mills in 8th, 4 wide. Christian Kendall. Icing, dicing, back and forth. Trying to seize said opportunity. There's Mose hanging out in second. With Benton watching on for third. Here comes Herder, lane 2. Trying what he can with the 47. Oh, he's in the wall. Comes back across the field, collects the 01. Does anyone else hit him? With how things have been, I think it's going to be relaxed yellows. Keith Ingram, the only other driver involved. Kept it going straight, we stay green. Mills P5, Terrio P6. Forrester P10. Kendall's back there doing what he can. Icing, dicing. 15 up laps to go this time by. Oh, trouble! One in the air, that's the 44. Collecting multiple machines and a caution will wave. Laid to rest, Peter Terrio. Damage on both ends of his car. Underlining issues. Mills. Van Leer, Riker Byram, Braden Movick. Well, let's watch back. Whole lot of damage for Peter Terrio. Just seems to be a common theme tonight. So the caution waves yet again. Pit road is open. I believe Keegan Sabilo's in second. Yes, he is. He said we'll drop to the back end. There's Moss Stellar, currently the race leader. And we'll check in with him in just a moment. I want to hear from Derek Shaver. Shaver, John Ramos, get a copy.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Hey, you've been involved in a couple of incidents. How frustrating is that?
Well, it's not too fun. The one from the last race just kind of got hooked into the wall, and then this race just caught up in everybody's mess. So it's not fun. You know, I want to be out there and racing and stuff, but at the same time, it's cool just to watch the race. So it's not too big of a deal.
All right. Well, you got one more super speedway. You got most likely an intermediate next. What do you think that can entail for you? A victory, a good finish?
I'm hoping a good finish for next race. Usually I'm pretty strong at Talladega. I know I have a couple of like LCQ wins and stuff. So hopefully I can do something. And then whatever race 4 will be, whether it's Gen 4, next gen, whatever it is, I think I could do pretty good. I feel like a bit better on intermediates than I am on super speedways. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I think it'll be pretty good. So.
Indeed, we'll see how it goes. We're going to get the one to go here, so we're going to be lighting them up with 12 laps to go. Good luck. That's Derek Shaver for the ones that are wondering. Spencer Burns, it has not been the good night for you. How have you been?
Pretty terrible, John, if I'm going to be honest with you. A little bit self-inflicted.
You said self-inflicting?
Yep.
What happened?
Well, to start that race at iRacing Super Speedway in the Gen 4 this evening, I tried to jump it a little bit, but the number 43 car decided to block me late, and we all ended up wrecking in the back on lap 1. The race at Talladega, I got into it with somebody. He took out Max Steinmeier. I got him back, you know, doing what I do best. Gonna avenge my boy. He's a regular in the league. What else am I gonna do? You probably agree with it, right? But on the white flag, when I was in the qualifying spot to make the Daytona 500, Daytona 100,
wow.
Should have seen it coming. But like, I kind of deserved it because I took him out. But at the same time, it was kind of like an vengeance for Max Steinmeier. So I'm going to be mad at him because in my eyes, it was kind of like getting back for Mac, you know?
Okay. That was very interesting.
That's why I say it's semi-deserved.
We're going to continue going on with this race. 12 laps to go, but hope to see you in more races. That's Spencer Burns. We'll let him go to the side. 12 laps to go. Mills, Van Leer, and others have started barreling down to turn 3. Drake, Patrick Connell, Keegan Sabilo, there he is back in 13th. A lot of drivers with a lot of damage. Hornish in second, Leip in third. See everyone just trying to find a different lane. Will be 10 to go this time at the line. Frank Horley in 5th. You gotta wonder, can anyone pass that 87? Hornish is all over him. Horley, Mills, Donskoy, Benton. Leip on the bottom. And a move for Mills. He's into second. 9 to go from iRacing Super Speedway. That outside lane's got to get generated. 43 drivers took the green flag in this race of the near 50 plus that registered for the session. Donskoy outside, Horley inside. Mills and Benton. Mosteller and Byram. Look to the bottom, try to get a move, 3 wide. Riker Byram to third. Donskoy a move and a shuffle. And Horley's trying to block both lanes. Byram topside with the 17. Drake in third, Connell in fourth, Benton in fifth. Shuffling, swing. Will be 6 to go this time by. And Patrick Connell is the race leader. Horley in third in the draft with light. Ducks down to the bottom. Horley to the middle. See Mose trying to make a move. Daniel Mosteller to the outside lane. And Benton riding hard at third. As there's something about this track where the underdogs survive just enough to get to this point in the race. Patrick Connell, P9. Oh, slam in the back end of the machine in front of him. Kirk Mills, Nolan Drake. 5 laps to go from iRacing Super Speedway. For the newcomers that have come on in, welcome to NR Night in America. We hope you stick around. Bryce Benton, Nolan Drake, Mosteller, Riker Byram. And you just see the inside. How much Mose was pushing Benton. Four to go. Riker Byram inside for fourth. Most the leader on the bottom. Riker Byram in second. Chad Hornish in third. Morley in fourth. And then Patrick Connell holding on in the sixth position. Ooh, Hornish. Man, wanted that inside lane and slammed right into the 17. Moving to the outside, Horley's got company. Driver riding in line, the 23 machine, Riker Byram underneath. Nolan Drake to the back end of the 17. Frank Horley is coming at 2 laps to go. He's got to dig. Oh, he gets turned. Frank Horley into the wall. They scatter just in front of him as the caution will wave. Leaders got to the line. Race is official. Levi Light has won this race. Well, hold on now. They may be saying it's someone else. Finish under review. I believe at the time of yellow, it may have been Levi Light across the line, the race leader. We'll see what they score. We'll come to the 1 to go here. As the caution is out on the final lap, we believe Levi Light has won this race. Now we do race back to the line. The caution did not fly until a little bit after. The idea was to not throw the caution until we knew the leaders got to the line. From there is when we did throw it. Back in the day, they used to do race back to the line. That's where the main scoring loop was. Let's watch back. There's Horley on the outside lane. Got a shove from behind. Hit. Smash. Oh man, and Blight got him at the line anyways to win the race. So whether it was to the line or off a caution, Levi Light is scored the winner. Or are they saying Riker Byram? No, not Braden Muvick. As they'll disqualify the 43. Levi Light, or the 42, excuse me, they'll disqualify him. Levi Light has won this race. First win in NR Night in America comes from iRacing Super Speedway. So for the ones that do not know, let's watch back. Caution comes out. We do not have overtime. This is 2003 rules. Watch Light in the 8 car. We throw the caution when the drivers get to the line. What iRacing does to score them goes off of that. Watch again. You have the wreck. Drivers slam into each other. Light to the outside. We throw the caution as the drivers get to the line, and nonetheless, he just narrowly gets Riker Byram. Just barely got him. So Light gets to burn it down. We'll go ahead and interview him. Levi Light, congratulations. First win in NR Night in America.
Thank you, man. This is awesome, dude. I couldn't believe it. I was stressing on that. This would be an overtime. I thought I lost it because I didn't want to play defense in overtime, so.
You get to the
awesome,
line.
though.
We threw the caution right about the time you guys crossed the line. iRacing chooses from there, but you're already well out in front. And that number 98 machine. Final moments, final laps. Did you think this one was going to go the distance?
No, I caught the crash, and I was just trying to play it to be behind it and avoid it, and ended up working out. I was, I don't know, I told everybody that was in the call that I was going to win this thing, and I did it, so happy. I was worried that whole run.
What was it like driving this car here as a throwback to NR 2003?
It was very fun. The runs were huge, and we were constantly hitting the limit there on the RPM thing, and I don't know, it was really fun. There was multiple lanes, and you kind of worked your way through the draft, and it was awesome. I really liked it. This is my best track up front so many times in this. So.
A lot of wrecks early. Yeah. Did you get caught up in any?
No, I avoided every crash, luckily.
Oh. Strategy? Anything at all? Anything to be in that position in that moment?
No, I just went hard. Hoped I didn't get killed, and that ended up working. So, you know, I think that was a pretty good call.
And it worked out. What do you want to say to these viewers? Finally, you are speaking to them.
Well, everybody, I just want to thank y'all for watching this, man. It's awesome. I have been in this for 2 years, and I kind of sucked, and it's awesome to finally get one of these. So, thanks, everybody, and I got to give a shout-out to Levi Light Fan, who used to be in the chat. He finally got him one, too. So, that's pretty awesome.
Indeed. Congratulations.
Thank you, John.
Levi Light, first-time winner in NR Night in America. He'll go ahead and celebrate with the rest of you all later on. Here we go. We get ready for a 30-lap dash at Talladega. That's to go ahead and follow in just about a matter of moments. Light gets his big old win. We'll continue to interview drivers as time goes on. Session is up. Pastor is IDK for round number 2 as it has just gone live on air. We'll speak to some drivers that were involved in the incident. We'll start with Frank Horley. Horley, John Ramos, you got a copy? Horley, John Ramos, you got a copy? And I believe he is not in the talking mood there. So we'll drag him back. Truther, John Ramos, you got a copy? And we are also not able to hear. Let's try it right here. Truther, John Ramos, you got a copy? Maybe we'll try Frank Horley just one more time as we'll drag him up. Horley, John Ramos, you got a copy? Not able to go ahead and hear.
Hello?
Oh, hold on. Third time's the charm. Horley, okay. John Ramos, you got a copy?
Yeah, I literally, I got off my headset and I thought I heard your loud voice. I was like, is he trying to interview me right now?
I am.
And yeah, what's up?
You got smacked, my man. I want to hear about it. Session is up, by the way. I would hurry.
Yeah, I think that was like kind of my fault, believe it or not, because I shifted high. Yeah.
You're taking offense to it. I'm kind of shocked.
Yeah, I went a little higher on exit. And I guess like that kind of made him not push me square and get me sideways, which I mean, it's unfortunate, but I'm not really mad at him because he was just doing his job, and I probably should have held my line better, but you know, it's super speedway racing in the end of it. Sucks that happened. I mean, something always happens at the end of these things, seems like, for me. So, yeah, Talladega coming up, so hopefully we can bounce back there, because I'm pretty upset I didn't win that, because, you know, I always find a way to lose these at the end.
Indeed. Well, Talladega is coming up. You got intermediate coming up after that. Do you think you could possibly find some success there if it is a rough and ragged racetrack?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on what intermediate it is and what car it is. I hope it's the next gen, because I want to try that out. But
well, I mean, do you guys want to do the next gen? Because I think they want to try the Gen 4 again. Because I mean, this is Gen 4 night.
I'm
a lot
cool
of
with
people are
either
here
one.
with the Gen 4.
I'm cool with either one. But yeah, no, I'm excited for Dega. This car seems like it's pretty fun on super speedways. And yeah, we just, you know, go hopefully get it done. I want to see if I can actually seal the deal for once.
Indeed. All right, we're going to get ready to go racing just one more time. Session is up. Password's IDK. Frank Corley, you can jump on in there whenever you please. Let's see who else we go and chat with. Douglas New Bigging, John Ramos. Why does it say fish next to your name in the Discord?
I don't know. Fish cool?
Fish cool.
Yeah. It says so.
Okay, I didn't know fish were cool to you.
We're running at Talladega.
We want to Talladega. That was another 30-lap shootout. You know, we got a lot of these shootouts going on, but we still have an intermediate later that will also be a shootout. Kind of just getting back into the swing of things. No NR tomorrow. I'll be on the road to Madison on Thursday. What you got thinking about? What you got going?
Just doing XL4 modified racing, real life stuff.
Oh.
And then do a little bit of that. Won $1,000 at Bridgeport 2 weeks ago, so that was pretty cool.
Wow.
Big race down there. So yeah. Yeah. What are you figuring for the intermediate though, running at? Or what are we?
Everyone's asking that. I think I'm down in the Big Four right here. Saying hello to everyone that's hanging out down in the live chat below. Some of you guys coming back for the first time in a while. Saying hello to you as well. Daniel, see you down there. I believe we're looking at Legacy, Texas, Legacy, Atlanta, Homestead, Miami Speedway, and then maybe Richmond Raceway.
I was testing out Michigan. They just did the official thing is there right now for this day.
The only thing is we haven't had a
Pretty
track
tight.
smarter, excuse me. Haven't had a track smaller than 2.5 miles this entire string.
Oh yeah, Michigan's what we got right now. Not the best. Las Vegas, not fun.
Really? What did they do to Las Vegas?
Dude, I don't know, man. With the Gen 4s, it's like 1 and 2 is like okay, a little bit of multi-group going on there, but 3 and 4, it's just nothing. It's so bad. But yeah, I mean, I think this is a pretty good lineup. Like, I feel like it's similar with when the Gen 4s first came out, like when they did the glitch and everything got messed up. Like Las Vegas always wasn't really the best with the Gen 4s, but like I feel like most of the other mile and a halves kind of were. I don't know, I just think it's too tight. These setups are just, even the old Gen 4 was like that. They just got way too tight, the setups for no reason.
For the ones that are wondering, yes, the green screen is a little bit messed up. We had it actually all fixed today, but unfortunately when the camera went, that's when everything went. So we had to completely reset the settings so we go back under the hood before the next event. But wow, I mean, we're hearing mixed reviews on things, which is honestly really cool. But I think this is going to be interesting. What we do
I like
as
my
race
stuff being loose. I like my racing being loose, like the cars being loose. And you figure, like, you know, these cars, a lot less downforce than most other cars in the modern era. And it's like, oh, Michigan, for some reason, these cars have like the next-gen draft package. So you can it's just huge pack racing. You'll get like 6/10 on someone, like a run on the backstretch. It's like the most unreal, like, I don't know. It's so just, what in the world? But, yeah, I think Homestead might be good. That was always good with the old Gen 4, so that could work.
We do Homestead. Multiple are saying Homestead. We saw Lucky Duck in there. Also very thankful for the super chats and the memberships, Lucky Duck, and everyone else that helped out, Eric W., just to name a few. Mentioned Homestead. Is Homestead really that good with this car? It's going to be really weird to race here without the turn 1 grandstands.
I haven't tried it yet, like the combo with like these cars, but like I said, I know the old Gen 4 was always really good there.
It was.
Even before and after all the updates they did. So.
I mean, I'm all for it. I got nothing to hate on it.
I thought these are going to be more like the COTs. I was kind of hopeful that these are just going to be like undrivable, like just all over the place, and it's like.
So when
nope,
are we going to
it's
do
just
COT
tight.
with the wing? That's what we want.
That's
COT
what I'm
with the
saying.
wing. Come on.
COT wing, bring back the aura on it. If we could keep like the front end of it, and if we could like fix that and give it like a good front end, then add the wing to it. Best of both worlds. That's what I vote for.
Yeah, I mean that would be pretty. That would be pretty cool. I mean, I wish we could choose, right? Wing or no wing. I mean, didn't we have like a? No, we never had a NASCAR game that we could choose wing or no wing. We had Gen 4 COT for NASCAR away.
I mean, at least now you could choose a super speedway and a normal car.
Yeah,
you know,
and we never had that growing up at all.
No.
So that was pretty sick. Now we're gonna get ready to go. Are you qualifying? Where are you on track?
I am qualifying. I'm back stretch right now.
All right. Okay, Sabilo is back. He's in the 50. I wonder what the update's going to be like. I wonder how they're going to update this car. I mean, there's obviously room for improvement, which is cool. Your scheme is one of the. Your scheme is one of the more interesting things I've seen.
Thank you, man.
How long did it take for you to design that? Okay.
I think it took about 10 minutes total, mainly finding images.
Did you like have anything inspired, or did you just open it up and say, let's make a paint scheme?
Well, I did when the Arca came out, like the Arca car, I did like an ocean scheme. I just grabbed a bunch of ocean images online, and I was like, oh, that worked out kind of well. I was like, looks interesting. So,
right. Well,
a couple turtles on there too. So.
I mean, I think it looks pretty cool. Kind of. I don't know. Like when I think Douglas Being, I think of that Flames car.
Yeah. Well, we don't. You know, the car just came out. Don't have the technology yet to get that scheme, or at least I don't have the
Is that a
prowess.
Lucky Duck font?
It is.
That is like the nicest font. Hey, when are you gonna come back to area?
Dude, next season we will be there. I had an internship going on, and what was it? Some other stuff was going on too. But it was just kind of everything shifted and moved around. Or I had a Monday night class. That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
And it was gonna run like right at area time, but the issue was with the Monday night class, you'd always end like an hour early. So I could have done the area, but I didn't know that obviously until the class started, which was well into the season. So
Yeah, we need some more NR guys in the area just to improve the overall turnout. I mean, I would love to see
know,
you,
dude.
Demos. I think
Someone's
that's the
gotta
one
beat
thing
that
that's
stuff guy, dude.
that's
We
the
gotta get him out of
one
here.
thing that's kind of, I would say, impeding the growth of area on this channel, because there is a lot of potential with it, and we
Just
are
don't
going to
get the
have.
me
I think
factor.
Talladega is going to be huge this Monday for area. Make sure you guys tune in. That will be at 8:45 Eastern, 7:45 Central. I'll be actually driving in from Wisconsin right before that stream, but I thought about like, oh man, if we had Demos, Smuvik, New Bigging, not Frank, you'd do something really interesting. That would not, it would not work. No, it would hurt the culture of area. It would hurt the luster of it. You know, but just a couple of those drivers, I think it'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, it'd be pretty neat. I was almost floating around the idea of getting some of them, but we'll see.
Look at William Schmidt, my goodness. It took him 5 hours to make that paint scheme. Dog, I hate to cut you off, but we're going to go on to the next person.
Sounds good. Thanks for having me up here like always.
And that is Douglas New Bigging. Schmitty, hello. Nice scheme.
Hello, thank you. I don't know how I ended up on the pole. This is my first time driving.
Boy,
this
it
car.
looks sick. You know what? 5 hours of trying, 5 hours of frustration. It's pretty sweet. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, thank you. It's not even finished yet. I get to put the spec map on it. So once tonight's over, I'll get the spec map ready.
All right. So why did this take so long? Talk about the detail.
All right. Well, if you mainly look around the C-pillar, you can tell there's a lot of bandages, as well as the logo kind of sprawls across the side there. I had to basically put every little detail into that across 4 different planes on the template.
Wow.
So I did a line it 4 different times on both sides, and it was a pain. But it looks good, so I'm happy with the result.
I mean, it looks like it worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, the spec map, that's what's needed. For sure. Make that thing glow. But we've seen this scheme multiple times, but it's interesting. Do you kind of like have to cringe when you have a new car? Because like it's like, oh my gosh, I got to make a new scheme and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, and look what appears next to you, the one that was made in 5 seconds.
the 69 with the upside down drop shadow.
Man, this is like 5 hours of work and then 5 seconds of work on the other side.
Yep. Hill of 2 coins right there. 2 sides of 1 coin.
All right, well, you're getting ready to take off here. You got 30 laps at Talladega. Is there anything really for you to expect?
I don't know. I'll see how the car drives. I have a league with this combo in 2 days, so I'm gonna feel the car around and see what it feels like, and I don't know. Hopefully I'll survive at the end. This is good.
All right, good luck.
Yep, thank you, man.
That is William Schmidt, ladies and gentlemen. Hanging out with us as we'll go ahead and hear the one to go. You know, we haven't said this tonight, let's say it now. Godspeed, drivers. You are go for Throttle Up. Welcome to Talladega. Time to go green. They'll come back around, they'll get ready to go green, 45 drivers strong. During this race, you can go ahead and vote on which track you would like to see for round 4. DeAngelis and Schmidt 2x2 to the restart zone. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's light the fuse in round number 3 from Talladega. First time down the Alabama Gate Super Stretch. DeAngelis, Kenyon, Kingsley in 3rd. Doug Newbigging hanging it out in 4th. With Schmitty, Shamela, one sideways. Kai Collymore keeps it pointed in the right direction. Christian Kendall. Alex Larson, Daniel Mosteller. Trouble. Landon Stone and others around into turn 1. Caution will wave, 28 to go. Tony Green, Jason Hall. And others all impacted. Looking at the voting right now, you guys can all vote on the next race. Richmond winning, actually tied with Atlanta at 28. Happened somewhat out of nowhere. Let's see it. They've had a lot of early wrecks with this car. Very easy to lift up that rear end, kind of reminiscent of the old Gen 4 from back in 2021. May have been Chad Hornish. Somewhat of the root cause of it. Monic had a great view. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Eric. Andrew Sholey did a fantastic job on these overlays. Yeah, he was kind of late on the scene. Herder was on top of him right when it happened. Let's see it. Oh, I just got in the corner pin. Matter of fact, he was the root cause of it. Lucky to not hit anything. So caution is out. 27 laps to go. Pit road is wide open. There is going to be a quick yellow. So we're going to go ahead and get the one to go here. The admin's elected to let every driver race because first time in a long time, late Tuesday night, they want everyone to enjoy Enter Night in America. With it now being the summer months, the influx of drivers is at an all-time high. And it was actually like that for the last couple of months. Just so many coming on in that it's more now of a celebration with it being late at night. Round number 3, 26 laps to go. We'll follow up with a sprint. And then I am sprinting to the kitchen because I'm letting you know right now I am starving. I am starving. Haven't eaten anything since about 1 o'clock this afternoon. It's 9:44 Central. I am ready to get something to eat. Ortiz, Don Scoy, Byram, Christian Kendall, Finnegan Myers, Carlos Truther. Riker Byram, Bryce Benton, Kenyon hanging out in the second position, lights off on top of the pace car. We'll get the one to go. Time to go at it one more time, a 25 lap dash. Pace car, hard left on the pit road. Here it comes. Single file restart. Let's go again. Frank DeAngelis using the draft for the machine in front of him. On the bottom, William Schmidt to the outside. Douglas New big in view. .24 to go. Shemalan 6th. There's a squeeze to the back bumper of the machine in front of him. Laps to go. Frank to the middle. Schmidt in line. Oh man, just all over him. And William Schmidt starts to scoot away with Frank DeAngelis. Three wide, that's out 6, Donskoy. Holding on, waiting. Schmitty in that second position. .22 to go. We got Josh in 6th. He's just on the bottom. Schmitty top end. DeAngelis inside. All right, they're all just locked together. .21 laps to go. You see the single file train deeper in the field. Some shuffling, some swaying. Doug Newbiggy is hanging out on that outside. And you're not seeing that 3 wide, but I mean, we saw it consistently throughout the last couple of races. Kind of in an area for some of these drivers to calm down, long laps, and start getting things under the belt. Newbiggy back in 7th. Finnegan Myers up to 8th. Carlos Truther hanging out at 9th. And Josh Kenyon getting shoved to the lead. See Most just go right back to the bottom quickly. Whoa, shoving, that was Ortiz. Got into the 46. Byram in 7th. Shemalan 6th. 19 to go. Every lane up for grabs. Every driver having a hand. Look at Carlos Truther just shoved the 87 to the lead. The main group, you see it there. Last time Mosteller was leading at Talladega. He went to victory lane. That was an e-ticket. $18 to go. Finnegan Myers, P7, and a crowd of machines behind him. trouble spinning Jason Hall. May have been collected at one. That's Jaroslav Donskoy with heavier damage. He's now on pit road. We stay green. Now Hall just lost spots, didn't go around fully. And who's to the outside? That's Josh Kenyon. Going to cover. Goes the 40. Carlos Truther thought of it. Didn't work. That wall's caught so many guys. Around goes the 38. Christian Kendall. Smack, middle of the field. Caution is out. And we'll have a restart with 17 to go. Man, oh man. Let's watch a replay. Quick spin around for Christian Kendall. No, got help from the one. Pounced into the wall. Quick yellow. Don't expect too many to be coming down pit road. If that is the case, we'll get ready to fire them back off. Josh Kenyon, Frank DeAngelis, Daniel Mosteller. That looks to still be the big three. Let's check in on pit road with any of these drivers that may have got some information for us. And I've heard from some drivers. Too much here tonight. Oh, Andres Vadas. Vadas, John Ramos, you got a copy.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
How's your day gone?
First race, I was there to be there for the win. I didn't get it. I was in the wreck. So now I'm just trying to finish this race. I got a little bit of damage on a wreck on the back of the back. Got 2 minutes, but I'll see if I'm able to go here, like get in front.
Oh, are you out of this race?
Oh yeah, I got it on this race on the back of the pack. I got a little bit of a. We got in a wreck. I don't know what happened over there, and it was a huge wreck that involved multiple people, and tried to miss it. I hit one car, and that gave me damage. So.
All right. Well, we'll get the one to go here. It looks like we're going to Homestead, which yeah, really good chance now we're going to Homestead. What do you think about this car on an intermediate? Have you tried it yet?
I tried it. I thought it was gonna be more like an actual Gen 4. I don't know if Homestead is gonna be different, but it feels almost like the ARCA car with more horsepower, and it has grip. I don't know why.
Cool. All right.
So, but either way, I'm still somehow slow in some of these tracks. But yeah, I was able to go ahead and feel the car. Somehow, in some racetrack, like for example Vegas or other tracks, you're tight. You don't get loose. You get tight every single time you race harder. So it's a very interesting car. Not gonna lie.
Cool. All right. Well, good to know, Andres Vadas. We'll continue to update you and love to hear more from you. Let's see how you do at Homestead. We got 14 to go here from Talladega. Let's do it. Josh Kenyon, Frank DeAngelis, Daniel Mosteller. That is the top three. But back to the restart zone. We've seen these drivers race up front all night. Once again, no overtime. When we mean 14, we mean 14. Let's ride. Top 2 breakaway. Mo's closing on in. He can choose inside or outside. Jumps to the bottom. DeAngelis, Truther on that outside lane. 13 laps to go. LeBombard back to 7th. Truther hanging out at 6th. To go this time. Inside lane, single file. Well, just look at the detail of the Ford, the Taurus on the nose. Riker Byram, the race leader, 11 to go. He's got to make something work. The problem is, you can't worry about Group 2. Group 2 is done. I mean, they're back there. They need a caution to work. But who's going to size up a run? There's no air pocket. There's no air bubble. Can't block every lane. We saw what happened with Horley when he started doing that. Too easy to get turned. And nearly almost got turned there by Frank DeAngelis. 3 wide, 4 wide, deep in the field. Top side, Truther. Looking for a way around DeAngelis. Truther in the fence. New bigging sideways. He can save it. 10 to go from Talladega. Byron can block high if he needs to. Has company underneath, that's Miles Davis. Now top side with Frank DeAngelis. Sideways, 99. Will bring it to pit road. Los in third. No, the nose is off of the 69. Oh, trouble! Upside down, LeBombard. They'll race back to the line. And the caution will wave, no makes for a change in the move. LeBombard up and over in the 58. wild ride. Just halfway down the super stretch. Raw Gator, how you doing, man? So great to see you and hear all the great things that's going on with yourself as well. So happy you checked in, man. Probably hear my voice. Yes, very nasally. A little sick. And they do come to rest. 8 laps to go. That's where we are at as of this moment. We'll have 1 attempt at a restart. And yes, we did hear that Legacy Charlotte is gone, unfortunately. It is not with us. Now a defunct track that has had an e-ticket. We'll get 7 to go this time by. Jade, how you doing? Reading the live chat. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Have you been to Anderson recently, Jade? Left Turner, how are you? Noob, how are you doing? This race has been interesting. We'll have 1 more after this, the new Gen 4 stock car. And then we'll be packing up to head north to Madison, Wisconsin. Lights off this time. We're not waiting much longer. 6-lap shootout. You see how this all ends up, winds down. Carlos Truther, Andy Leach, and others line up single file, awaiting the restart. Once again, no overtime. Single file restarts. We race to the line to get the caution. What iRacing chooses as the winner, based off the scoring loop, is the winner. Byram, Mosteller, Miles Davis, Carlos Truther. If it's 2 to go, we'll throw the caution because there's a good chance iRacing won't allow us to at the line. Riker to cover. Didn't have to deal with Mosteller, laying back and dragging the brake. 1 spinning outside wall. Braden Movick, Frank DeAngelis, it's on a restart, we stay green. Great crowd of viewers tonight, so glad to have you all with us. Trouble, and a hit for Carlos Truther. But it's a single car spin, they're gonna keep it green. Another one sliding, 24. 5 to go from Talladega. Wrecking, spinning, goes to 36. And it's got to impact a lot of drivers, so there'll be a caution. That's a huge hit in the back. It's borderline, but there's still enough racing. No guarantee of a restart. once we get to 4 to go. 4 wide behind. And these guys have got to single up, right? Stone, Schmidt, Connell. I mean, they're about to lose touch with the ones in front of them. Four to go. And all still single file. Move to the outside, thinking and wondering. Multiple drivers, multiple machines. Three laps to go from Talladega. And these are the drivers that got away while everyone else was stuck wheel to wheel. Patrick Connell and others deeper behind. When do you make the move? Riker Barham has been oh so close to victory, but he's being hunted down by the 87. Hear him breathing out of the throttle. Trying different things. Two to go. Miles Davis, top side, gets around Riker Byram. Wreck towards the back half. Carlos Struther out of harm's way. This race is going to be official. Frank Hurley at 17, trying what he can. Salamanca, 1 to go from Talladega. Here's the convoy. Schmidt on the scene, so is Connell. And how do you make it work? Hit to the outside wall for the 17. Squeezes William Schmidt. 3 wide in the middle. Can anybody best the 87? Two drivers that have won an E-ticket this year. Class of the Trial, Moss Stellar wins it at Dega. Buys in second, Finnegan, Myers in third. And all the anticipation came out of the end. Wow. Wild stuff. Enter Night America, feeling victories all year long. Mosteller burns it down the line. Insane stuff. Towards in the last half of this race. Let's go ahead and talk to the 87. Mosteller, big time win. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We're going to Homestead after this one. You didn't get a caution, so I'm expected it to happen. Expectations towards the end versus reality.
This race?
Oh, indeed.
I was just pushing Riker, and I was trying to keep my temps cool, and he was lifting when I was trying to cool, and that allowed the second pack to catch up, and I got mired back there, and they all had a big run, but coming to the light, I think Xfinity and Connell got a lot of shape, and I was able to get behind Bean, and I didn't want to make my move on the back straightaway because that's way too early, especially with how this package didn't have the temps to stay behind him, so I made a move, and I guess he got hooked, and I just had to push, and then I had to pull out a trick that I never thought I'd have to pull out in one of these races, but I've never tried it before, and I gave it a go, and it worked, so I'll keep that trick to myself, actually, between myself and Braden Movic. Maybe if some people, maybe they'll figure it out. But
I mean, all they have to now do is watch back on the tape.
You're not gonna see it on the tape.
Oh, okay. A little interesting. Well, now that you've won with this car, what do you think?
It's interesting. I was more of a fan of it at iRacing Super Speedway, but of the real tracks that we go to, I really liked it at Old Daytona. I felt like that raced very well. The top was, as you saw, dominant, and here you could work both lanes, but it just wasn't my type of racing. You really struggled to go 3 wide without I don't really know what I'm saying. I'm not the right person to be talking about packages. There's probably someone smarter than me, but it was interesting. All the things that I talked to you about before Daytona, before the duels, definitely applied to this race and all the races prior. And I think everyone's figured it out well. I know we're crashing a lot, but to be expected with a new car, and I think if we continue to use this car in the future, maybe even an e-ticket or a community event, I think it'll put on a good show. I think it'll be on.
All right. Well, good to know. Why did you choose the Ford instead of the Chevrolet?
Oh, I think it was the dash for me. It was more centered, and it also had a big light in the car.
Really?
So it would flash when the revs are getting high, and I like those small little details, and the Chevy just kind of threw me off. So I picked the Ford. And if I have an actual paint scheme made on this, I think if Tyler makes the PCR boys cars, he's gonna have to go onto both cars and make them just like the ARCA car. But I don't know. I never drive a Ford, so I mean, why not do it here?
All right. Well, we got Homestead 30 laps. The session is up. David Bell just said, "Great job, Ramos." I'm gonna start calling you Bromos.
They call me Demos. They call me Demos.
They call me Demos. I like that answer. That was a great answer, by the way. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We're going to bring it back to our studio in Nashville, Tennessee just one more time because we do have one more race left to go. All right. Honestly, it's been a really fun night. Great crowd of viewers. I know my energy levels may be depleting. Once again, doing this while sick. I mean, I wouldn't fully say sick at this point, you know what I mean? It's just the stuff he knows at the end of the day. But, you know, it's a little tough. It's a little nerve-wracking, I guess you could say. But it has been something to go ahead and notice. And at the end of the day, enjoying myself. Lights are on, still flashing. I wish we would just fix these corners already. But this camera decombusted just before the stream. And looks like it reset some settings that I have to go back behind the hood. I literally just fixed it. The funniest thing is I fixed it today. And then, boom, goes amiss. But it's all good from there. Excited for this weekend. We'll be at Madison for the Appalachian Sucker Punch ASA Stars National Tour. And then hanging out with us at Slinger on Sunday before the long drive back to get ready for the Area Cup Series on that Monday evening at Talladega Super Speedway. Homestead Miami Speedway, the final oval of the night, the final race of the night. We got over 200 likes. Man, did we break 300? That would be sick. We haven't seen that in quite some time on a non-e-ticket event. Closing in on that, at least as of this moment. But so glad to see the live chat active. Just because I don't respond does not mean I'm not reading it, by the way. I do want to point that out. I'm going to have to be adjusting this all night long. I've already been doing it. I'm going to do it some more. Been reading the live chat nonstop. So glad to see you guys hanging out with us, having a great time. Opinions on the Gen 4. We're going to continue to ask it. Really curious because what you all think will determine on what we do with this machine. Really excited to see how it all kind of plays out. We're going to go trackside from Homestead in just a matter of moments. But until then, if you haven't already, subscribe if you enjoy. Drop a like if you haven't already, because guess what? That helps us out, helps us gain new viewers. And next time we're streaming will be Monday night at 8:45 Eastern, 7:45 Central. Thank you so much, Mikey, for the great compliment. We'll be streaming, having a great, great time. At the end of this stream, I'm going to be jumping over to that kitchen, eating something, catching a NyQuil, and then waking up at very early in the morning because it's going to be gym time before getting back to work with all the in-person broadcasts. Let's get ready to do it. Homestead for round number 4. Only a 30-lap race. We're going to see how this is on the intermediates. RGL Motorsports saying such a professional announcer. Thank you so much. And yes, this is what I do as a job. You know, professionally, I'm a broadcaster for the short track side of racing. For the ones that don't know, that's why we've had to push the NR night to the side a little bit because we've had a lot of in-person races. Month of May, I knew that was going to happen when I saw the schedule in January. It was going to be one after another, and same with June and July. So we're doing NR night when we can. If there is an opening, a slot, we're going to go after it because I cannot leave you amazing people hanging from all the great action that we can have on the simulator. And what I learned from the simulator usually gets applied to in person. Let's get ready to rock once more. Hopefully you guys do love the TNT overlays. They look fantastic. Schulte did a fantastic job on them. And once again, another great field of drivers for 30 laps of Thunder at Homestead. Will be a day race, won't be a night race. And is Appalachian Sucker Punch a drink? Yes, it is. It is. I'm pretty sure it's moonshine. I have some right over there because I got it for free, I think, at Pensacola when they came on as a sponsor. Was really interesting. So I don't drink. For the ones that don't know, I am just... Very rarely will you catch me drinking. Like, if I'm drinking anything, it's probably a Corona. 24 years old, by the way. So, for me... just during the live chat, you guys are hilarious. For me, when I got that, I was like, okay, I'll try it. You know... Not just saying it because they're a series sponsor. I actually did enjoy it. It is pretty darn good. Now, drink responsibly if you're going to go ahead and drink. But it was actually pretty darn good. I was pretty excited for all of that. So, we're going to see how things go here shortly. I will not be drinking because we got events coming up. I already had my 1 week off of summer break before every single week. It is an in-person broadcast. And we head to Homestead for more great racing. Let's head trackside from South Florida. Jason Tabor has joined in. Mateo Ortiz. Finnegan Myers, Carter Kingsley, Keegan Sabilo. On to the speedway they go. Let's speak with some drivers. Spoke with Dog. Have yet to speak with Josh. Josh Kenyon, I'm surprised you're up this late.
Yeah. I got so there's late test time to show up for if I actually have this test, so I don't have to go tomorrow.
Oh, all right. Well, hanging out with the Gen 4s. Please speak louder. I know your microphone is a little bit lower than the cars.
Yeah, I can try.
Trying to think of something to say. I was going to back it up with a statement. Yes, indeed. What do you think of the Gen 4?
It's fun on super speedways. I haven't really had that much practice with it at intermediates, but yeah, I like it on the super speedways. It's just not as fast as we all thought it was going to be.
Matter of fact, let's look at the speed differential here. Let's go to race view. I mean, he's up to 182. That's Braden Bubbick. Kind of just looking and seeing what the speeds are like. Is this still very much stuck to the ground?
Yeah, it's tight and loose at the same time. I'm not really the best person to describe it, but yeah, I'm just trying to focus on that.
Yeah, you go ahead and do that. We'll drag you back. That is Josh Kenyon. Let's see. We haven't spoke to Michael Mitchum. Mitchum, John Ramos, you got a copy?
I have a copy.
What do you think of the car?
Same opinion as I had the other time. It's not good at anything with super speeders.
Do you like him on the intermediates?
I mean, it's the same as the other ARCA car, or other Gen 4 car, which I love. I mean, I don't hate it. It races alright, but they could have made it a little better.
All right, well, we're going to get ready for yet another race. This is the last race of the night. Do you think you can find victory lane from it?
I mean, I'm not going to say I can. I think my odds are up there.
Says his odds are not up there. We'll see about that. We'll see how that all runs around. Schmitty, you got one race under your belt. How did Talladega go for you?
I honestly didn't dislike it as much as I thought I would, because I heard there was going to be, you know, a lot of problems with it. I honestly kind of enjoyed it.
Okay. All right. Now you're going around Homestead. What's your opinion now?
Sorry. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I preferred the old Gen 4 over this one. I'm not gonna lie. I might get crucified for saying that, but yeah, I like the old Gen 4 personally here more.
All right. Well, we're going to get ready to go racing, at least at a track that you have a lot of, let's say, history at, right? You do pretty good here. Does it drive anything different compared to any other car?
The best way that I've heard it described is that it feels like there's no force feedback when you're driving it. It's just
really,
it feels weird. Like I've heard people say it feels like it's tight and loose at the same time, which I kind of agree with. Because like there's times where it's like I don't honestly know if it's tight or loose. It's a weird feeling. I feel like it definitely needs to get updated a bit, but I mean it's got potential. It's got potential.
All right, Michael Guest going top of the board, has never raced with us in NR Night in America. This is a nice welcome. Quick pace for him. Wayne Kennedy working his way around the track as well. Final race of the night. Anything else from this update you think we should try?
Let's see. I honestly, I don't know what was added to the update. I don't know, but I mean, was North Wilkesboro added this update, or was that or did they not add that?
No, Wilkesboro. Did they update Wilkesboro? Or they talked about updating Wilkesboro. I know that's got to be coming soon.
Yeah, they definitely talked about it, because I thought I saw it somewhere that they were updating it.
But then again, they also talked about updating Winchester or adding Winchester, and we haven't seen Winchester in a while.
Yeah, years. But, yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't know much about the update. I just know the Gen 4s, and I guess the IndyCar has some hybrid stuff going on. I'm not big with IndyCar, so I don't really know what that means, but I guess it sounds different. So I guess that's on the table.
Right.
But yeah, outside of
apparently they don't have the hybrid component. It's the hybrid weight, not the component.
Yeah, because I kind of heard they like half did that. But yeah, as far as I know, it's just the Gen 4, the little bits with the IndyCar, and then just some art updates at some tracks.
All right. Well, Michael Guest went top of the board. You ever race with him?
Maybe. I honestly, I don't remember the people I raced with, but the name sounds familiar, so...
It does sound pretty familiar, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, maybe from the pro scene, I don't know.
Oh, thanks, David Bell. Very grateful for that. So glad I'm able to interact more with the chat tonight than I definitely have been in times past. Hopefully you guys continue to watch the in-person stuff. Next in-person broadcast is actually next week with Flat Rock. And then this week, obviously, being with over the PA pre-race, post-race with the Stars National Tour. With the doubleheader, Madison, and then Slinger, which is going to be one heck of a blast. Braden Mudvik on the front row. William Schmidt, good luck.
Yep, thank you, man.
So they're going to get ready to grid. We'll let them loose for one final time tonight. A great big amount of machines joining in once again. What am I eating after this? I'm probably going to go get some tuna. I got some tuna in there, and I got some rice ready for me. Because tomorrow morning, slamming the gym, or maybe tonight I might work out core before I go to sleep. Not exactly sure. So I do got things I have to accomplish before I put my head, my head to the pillow. Christian Kendall, Bryce Benton, Daniel Moss, Stellar, they've lined up. They get ready for the impending start of this race. 30 laps. It's going to be a sprint, so sit back, relax, and enjoy it. It's going to be happening very, very quickly. Flat Rock will be fun. You'll see Keegan Sabilo racing that Mac Tools 77. Apparently we're supposed to have a pretty good feel for Flat Rock, so I'm really excited. It's going to be awesome. New payment, quarter mile, Metro Detroit. Not far from Canada. I will not be going into Canada. I want to say thank you to everyone that's dropped a like on tonight's stream. It's been a great turnout of viewers. As we get ready to ride. Michael Guess, Braden Mudvik, Douglas Newbigging, Daniel Moss Stellar, Bryce Benton, and William Schmidt make up the first three rows, 2 by 2. As all things are waiting ahead of the restart. Chevrolet front row. We've had a Ford front row earlier in the night. The bow ties will lead us down for 30 laps of thunder. Welcome to Homestead Miami Speedway. Welcome to round 4. Let's light the fuse in South Florida. One spinning hard into the inside wall. Jason Tamer. Frank DeAngelis collected in the mess. Caution will wave. And a huge hit for the 21. Josh Kenyon, an incident on the front straightaway. And a multi-car incident sparks an issue. Let's watch Tamer as he works his way through the restart zone on a replay. I mean, they were 4 wide right from the get-go. Tamer gone to DeAngelis. DeAngelis goes around and pow. And there's DeAngelis. Stuck up near the outside wall. So under the caution flag early, Michael Guest, Braden Mudvik, Moss Stellar end up being that top 3 as we get ready for a restart. He'll get ready to get the one to go this time by after an interesting start to this race. A lot of cautions early in the races we have had tonight. I mean, Daytona had a good bit of it too. Definitely iRacing Super Speedway. So we'll get the one to go this time by. We'll have 26 laps remaining in the race. Love this track. Go to it every year. Homestead, Miami Speedway, home of the final race once again in 2026 of the NASCAR Cup Series. And it will line up with Muvik, Mosteller, Douglas Newbigging, and William Schmidt back in the 5th position. Lights are off. Muvik and Guest, Mosteller, Newbigging. Schmidt, Benton, Horley, Daryl Mays, Carlos Struther, Christian Kendall. Line up for the restart. Here we go, 26 laps to go from Homestead Miami Speedway. They come off turn number 4, single file, with hopes of finding the checker flag. Trouble again, car in the wall. Frank Horley. Himself, Mateo Ortiz, wadded up into the grass. They're off the racing surface. We stay green. And can Muvik find his way around Guest? Most loose off turn 2. He'll have Newbigging ready to dance. The look underneath for the 42. Schmidt and Benton. Guest got company. That 42 is strong. Underneath the 84. Now sends in a heck of a heave, and he's going to have company underneath. Not that high, wide racing you're used to seeing at Homestead, mostly bottom feeding with this Gen 4 stock car. Looking one way, looking the other. There's Newbigging in his 7. Schmidt's got company underneath. There's Truther. Truther and Benton, 21 laps to go, and Braden Muvik leads. Doug in 4th, Schmidt in 5th. Bottom side of the racetrack. Truther's able to barrel on in. See Muvik trying that inside. Guess now trying the outside. Guess Mo second and third. Muvik the leader as of this moment. $18 to go. And Homestead's kept these cars all tightly knit. Top 6 under a second of each other. 8/10 at that. How about Bryce Benton? What a comeback this kid has had. Didn't start out the best in our night in America and has quickly climbed the ranks and shown some speed. One lane flying, other trying. Muvik on the inside of Guest. 16 to go. And they can really just use the bottom 2 grooves. You're not going to see that outside lane ripping. Truther just now trying it there at 12. Oh, it just doesn't work. Look how loose he got off exit. The top 2 have swapped positions. They may continue to swap till the end of this race. But you got Mose, you got New Bigging, you got Schmidt and company and Bryce Benton. 15 to go. Moss Stellar to the bottom. Schmidt in 5th, Benton in 6th. Truther company, Finnegan Myers to the outside. Look at Doug hanging out in 4th. Everyone else continues to crowd around one end of the speedway or the next. 13 to go. One caution in this race. It came out early. Usually you don't see a lot of cautions laid at Homestead. This may play in that favor. Moss Stellar way to the outside. Remember the embankment. 16 to 18 degrees of banking. This time Muvik goes high, Most goes low. Alex is trying what he can back there in that second spot. Stellar in third, dive to the bottom. New Bigging in fourth. 11 to go. No, try to get underneath him. Could not work on that end of the speedway. Ten to go. Guess the leader pulling away. Muvik having to deal with Moss Stellar. As they size back up one after another. Nine to go for Michael Guest. Looking to become a first-time winner. As two of the veterans battle just behind him for the second position. Ramos is there. Eight to go. New Bigging in fourth. Whoa, Demos is there, looking to the back bumper. Got the wall. Six to go. Most to the bottom. Lovick in the middle. Oh man, nearly lost the rear end on exit. Trying what he can to hold on. Got him here, back to the line. The fight for second. Three cars under a bubble. Four to go. New Bigging. Doing what he can to hold on to what he has. Three to go. Man, Mo super loose off turn number 2. As the 87 with the opportunity to hold on. New Bigging to the inside of the 42 machine. New Bigging sideways. He saves it. 2 to go. Michael Guest now starts to rip the outside lane. First attempt with the Gen 4 stock car in our night in America, and he's going to go lap for lap on top. Should I say maybe not? Him and Mavic did go ahead and trade positions here and there, but as he comes to the white flag, Santa Blanca, 1 to go from Homestead Miami Speedway, has bested the rest of this moment. Mavic holds on a second. New Bigging will challenge him. Bosteller holds on a second. Mavic will be challenged for third by Douglas New Bigging. The tires are ripped apart. But with it being a 30-lap sprint, they didn't need to hold on for much longer than that. Final time through 3 and 4. Catches the outside wall. There's a new Guest going to victory lane. Michael Guest wins round 4 of NASCAR Night in America. New Bigging slides home in third. And that's how this whole thing rallies. I want to say thank you to everyone that has hung out with us, tonight. You know it's tired. It's already that time of the night where I start stumbling over every which word. A beautiful South Florida race. We say so long, and I'll see you all next Monday for the Area Cup Series regular season finale at Talladega Super Speedway. I'm John Ramos, the voice of NR. So glad to have you all with us as Michael Guest will do burnouts to cap off the night. You enjoyed this? Feel free to drop a like on the stream. Subscribe for some more because we're not done. We'll see you all next Monday. Have a great rest of your night, ladies and gentlemen.